Good morning, my fellow Biafras. Good afternoon. And also, good evening. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to our leader, Onyenduma Nnamdi Kanu. And also, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my Prime Minister, Ma Simon Ebanjoko, the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra, who Finland arrests illegally in collusion with Nigeria government because of he come out to serve his people and to protect his people. That is why Finland colluded with Nigeria the same way Kenya colluded with Nigeria to kidnap Ma Simon Ebanjoko. The same thing is what the real Biafran people are seeing today again happening. Nigeria always know how to bribe to get their way into whatever they think they can be able to do to people. So, our Prime Minister was arrested, illegally sent to prison by Finland authority through Alexander Stubb and his cohorts who want to negotiate the life of Ma Simon but with a business that can be able to motivate their country. A business to make Finland rich, which can never come until this world end because he touched the anointed one of Chukwuka. Also, I want you to know that we were mapped out to be destroyed, to remove entirely in the surface of the world, like the way Israel was mapped out to remove from the surface of this world because of the Jewish and Christianity. Also, I want you to know this morning that it's better for you to prepare yourself ahead of what is coming. It's far better for you to prepare yourself ahead of what is coming. Prepare yourself through United States of Biafra government by supporting the government, by trying to do anything within your power to make sure that you support the government for our outright freedom from Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom called Nigeria State. A country that was destined to wipe away the Christianity, wipe away the Biafran people. A country that claim they are a secular country, but they are an Islamic organization. What are they doing there if they are a secular country? A country that claim that the population of Christian on it is more bigger than the other religions, but they adopted one particular one that they want to use to destroy the entire indigenous people in that country called Nigeria. I also want you to know this morning that what we are going to do is we're going to dive into numerous things this morning that are very important, that you may kindly come down to learn for us to educate ourselves because of what we are into right now. We are not here to saga anybody, we are not here to fight anybody, but we are here to use truth and be honest and fight you, to debunk your lies and your propagandas. That is why we are here this morning. We are here to prove to the world that we understand, that we have started researching to know everything about what we are doing. That is why we are here. Please, as you come in, please like and share as I am doing also that. Please also do share on your Telegrams, share on your S handle, share on your TikTok page, share this program on your Instagram page, share it on your Facebook, any media that you used to watch, that you used to have on your phone, please let this program go viral, because what we are going to do this morning is the continuation of things that we know we do here by standing on the truth and using international laws to debunk the lies, and also putting every record straight so you may understand why you have to support your government, not by somebody telling you to support or somebody pushing you around. That is, you are right to do that. I also want to tell you that this morning that what we have in the house is too big, but time permits us. We must excel. We must continue to do the needful, so that the needful that will help us to know the truth is why we are here to give to you. That's why I told you, please, as you come, may you like and share the program so others know that we are live. You know how we do it here. Immediately our like click up to 10, we bring out what we have. But now we are doing preamble for us to bring out what we have. Take your time to like and share, please. Why I ask you, please, that is very, very imperative. If you do so, that is how other people that may know that we are live and we are here this morning to do the needful. YouTube, my noising plusing that is on your YouTube on my this page. Sometimes I don't really understand it. Every time people will be watching, will be hiding them. People will be watching, we might not see the like. But it doesn't stop us from what we believe, what we want to do. What we are doing is a time like this. Chukwu Okabiam has called us to, not human being that called us to be here, but if it's human being, we are not going to be here. And also, we also be going to be gambling in what we are doing. So that's why I indulge you. As you come, please, may you like and share the program. We are waiting for the like to increase. But we are waiting for the like to increase. Let us be doing one or two things that I want you to know about Nigeria government. Because as we are dismounting Ogun, Kera, and every group who are against the government, we also be dismounting the government with their lies. Telling you that Nigeria is a secular state is a lie. I want to allow a video to play. After the video to play, now you will listen to what I have to tell you about that video that I'm about to allow to play. You will you know how we do it here because of lack of what we need to on this platform. You are not going to be seeing the video, but you're going to be hearing the voice. That is how we are going to do it this morning, because it is everything we are doing here. There is a reason why we are doing it. We are only doing it because of we want you to learn from it. We want you to get something out of it. Please, as you come, may you like and share. Sorry for coming late, but because of where we are coming back from, we are a little bit late this morning, over 30 minutes late, but bear with us. I see my brother, Maxwell. You are welcome this morning. Thank you for coming and joining us. Please like, comment, and share as you come. May Elohim continue to bless you also as you always look for this platform and also be here. I see you, Liliana Obeshe. Good morning, my Genu Biafras. Ndewo Biafra TV. Thank you so much, Mwada. I greet you in a special way. Thank you always for being here, to be looking for this platform. Whatever we are live, you always here with us. Thank you for doing that. Please, as you come, may you like, because maybe the like gets up to 10. We're going to move in direct to the topic you are hearing. The headline you see on my caption there. It is very, very important. As you are joining me this morning, please, may you like and share the program. It is very, very important. It is very, 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 very important. Do so. Because when you like and share, others will know that we are live and we are direct. We are going to play this video, do analysis on it, and also do what? Bring international what is going on about Nigeria.
Go borrow that and make it listing. Since when I know they watch Arise News, I never watch show like this particular video you guys are seeing on this background. Today's trending show for inside Arise News.
And anti-government sentiments. Well, let's take a look before we take some reactions.
The religious affairs said for anybody going to sermon on a Friday, he should bring his scriptures for review. And it's normal. Even in Saudi Arabia, it's done like that. You know, we cannot say because you have been given opportunity to be a clergy, you go there and preach some gospels that are, you know, anti-people, anti-government, then you think it's normal. We want to be able to see what they are preaching, hear what they are saying. You know, we are working together with the security agencies, the Department of State Service, the police, the civil defense, and even the military.
I mean, this is incredible. He actually compared Nigeria to Saudi Arabia. I mean, this isn't the first time Niger State has imposed a level of oversight on public discourse. Last month, we discussed this. Governor Bago also directed the Commissioner of Police to seal up Badegi FM radio station over alleged incitement. Let me take some reactions to this story. This person wrote on X. While the Nigerian Constitution guarantees freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, it explicitly states that the government shall not adopt any religion as a state religion. It also allows for restrictions on fundamental rights for the purpose of maintaining public order and security. The legality of the governor's directive is therefore a subject of debate, but this policy is unprecedented in the level of government oversight as it introduces the contentious legislation over religious content, and this has drawn criticism from religious leaders and congregants who view this innocuous policy as an insidious infringement on constitutional protections. Another ex-user wrote, Mr. Governor, your duty is to protect the security and welfare of the state, not to intrude on people's rights of expression or dictate how they worship. Your responsibility is to ensure that regardless of what is preached in places of worship, peace and security are maintained. Have you now become a gospel police? Why try to regulate sermons instead of focusing on your core duty? Stay in your lane, safeguard the state, keep the peace, and separate government responsibility from religion. And I thought that was very powerful. Thank you so much.
He summed my thoughts this way, that the governor of Niger State has been majoring in a lot of minors in recent times. There are many issues in Niger State that deserve his attention more than this. Yes. When it comes to religious freedom, we've often talked about it and how free it is here. In Nigeria, it's guaranteed by the Constitution. Unfortunately, when you start to police, as it were, clerics, and comparing us to Saudi Arabia, that is an Islamic state. Nigeria is supposed to be a secular state, but oftentimes we see again and again how leaders, governors, presidents choose to police what should be freedom and a right of choice for individuals in their state. Yes. Let me give him better, in terms of other areas to look at. Let's look at infrastructural development in Niger State. Let's actually talk about empowering the people enough with education to ensure that they have a better chance at life and aspiration. Let us look at security challenges, the bandits, and the talk around the fact that some of them is steeped in ideological beliefs or even religious beliefs. Let us address those things and not talk about how, and you know what he said? He said, so that we can check out whether the sermon is anti-government or anti-people. It is also a covert way of clamping down on free speech, even amongst the people, so that no one will criticize him or say anything that does not agree with his government or his person. We need to nip this in the bud. If not, after a fashion, Nigerians will just be docile. Whatever the leaders meet on the people is what they will accept. So that he allows the people to speak freely and lets him face governance.
Section 38 of the Nigerian Constitution guarantees the freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. In other words, if the government of Niger State is trying to control how pastors or clerics generally think, that would be a violation of their fundamental rights under Section 38. And a further violation is indicated in Section 39, which talks about freedom of expression. Now, I'm surprised that in Niger State...
Let's read here small, people. You heard how they started their program, yesterday program on Arise TV. What are they discussing? They're discussing about the Nigerian government and the level of worship and how people can worship and how government can detect what you will say and what you will not be able to say. Simply mean no freedom of speech. Simply mean no freedom of worship, because if you are pastor or a reverend father or whoever going to pulpit to present a topic to discuss in the church, in the pulpit, he must brought it to the government for them to review. If you can teach your church members that headline or that verse of the Bible, or it's against the government, so you cannot be able to teach. So Nigeria is no longer a country where a freedom of speech is. It did not start today. If Nigeria is a country where a freedom of speech is allowed, Mazdanakan will not be rotting in DSS dungeon. Do you know that? If you look at what they're saying, Nigeria outrightly is not a Christian country. If you don't want it to, I will prove it to you this morning before we go into the main, because as we are debunking the enemies of Biafra, also those who colonize us and Nigerian government who are who occupy our land, we must also be exposing them also and debunking their lies and letting the world to know what we are passing through and why we decide to leave. It's part of it. We are not one people. Different ideology, different sense of belonging, different kind of wearing of clothes, different kind of food. Everything, we are not the same people. And they force us to be there. And when we said we want to leave, they tag us names. They see us as they map us out like you see priest mass checking to be wipe us out in this surface of this land. That is what Nigeria mean to us. And I am sorry for you who continuously claim you are one Nigeria. And I am sorry for you who you are a Biafran who is fighting the government that will set us free, the one that will make us to be a country. I am sorry for you also, because what we are doing, you will later realize that Hadaino comes at last, and you ask yourself, why did I go through this way? That time is coming. Truth always prevail at last, but lies prevail in the first place of every journey, and it cannot last. The center cannot hold. Meanwhile, Nigeria as a country is not a secular state. Nigeria is a secular state on mouth. A country that did not have freedom of speech. A country someone cannot be able to go to church. A governor of a state that Boko Haram are terrorizing his state is not talking about the insecurity, how Boko Haram is terrorizing the state. Rather, he is talking about those that are going to church, what they can discuss in the church, and the psalm they are going to read in the church. Do you know why they are doing this? Because Nigeria is an Islamic country. No matter how you see it. And I said, I am here to prove it out to you. I want you to, today you will know how many countries in Africa who are under Islamic country. How many countries in Africa who are Christian. How many countries in Africa who are partially Muslim and Islamic. We are about to know all this before we go into our main program today. But this happened to be our session 1 of this program today. So just be calm. You let us see how it goes. I started with it because of what is going on in Nigeria and why we Biafras must exit Nigeria before 2026. If we did not, that is why you must support the government. Today is the fundraising. Come and support your government. If you have been listening for the video and play from Arise TV, that what they said, listen again.
They have a Niger State Religious Affairs Department. Now, Section 10 of the same Constitution
all this constitution
says
is
that
just
you
for
cannot
mouth.
interfere.
All this constitution
there shall be no
Abati is quoting here is on paper, is on screen, not when it's come to the country to implement those laws. It does not work. It's only work when he wears suit, put tie. When all of them gather here, that is where the law works. And after they are saying their trash, their rubbish here, the people went ahead and do what they want and what their own religion want them to do to intimidate you. What you are seeing in Nigeria is all about intimidation. What we are seeing in Nigeria is all about forcing us to accept what we are not supposed to accept. That is how Nigeria started, by amalgamation. So everything is under force, under gun and bullet. That is why a preacher of a God's preacher, that is why a pastor, that is why a reverend father. And today, have you had any pastor coming to condemn this? They will not. No pastor will condemn this that this man is saying here. This program we're analyzing here today. Also, I want you to understand very common something. That what they are doing is what the Islamic agenda tell them to do. That is it. And this is like be an Islam is about it. No. But for Nigeria, in this country when there is a Christians, nobody interfere in what they are doing. I went to church in this country. Nobody interferes what they are doing. They do it the way they want, and they end their mass. Now look at it. It's telling you that if anybody is going to go to a sermon on Friday, because that Friday is a day they'll think is sacrosanct for them alone. So they see you who are going to Friday sermon. They are seeing you as somebody who are insulting them, who are deviating, who are not going to do the right thing, and you did not want to host your own sermon. That the same day they are having their sermon. Let's continue.
State religion. So what are they doing in that religious affairs department? And we've praised Governor Bago before.
We have.
He promotes religious unity. We saw him twice, in fact, going to churches
Singing
to sing, to even
Christian
preach,
songs.
to
Singing
promote
Christian songs,
religious
yes.
unity.
Yeah.
But to censor clerics
Right.
will be a bit too far. Section 11, however, says of the same 1999 Constitution that there's something about public security, and nobody, whether you are a religious figure or whatever, you are not allowed to incite the public or to cause mayhem. So how do they in Niger State, walk the tightrope without censoring the rights of religious people under sections 38 and section 39?
These are the questions. I'll go to Katsina State now, and Rufai can tie it all together. We'll take the story in Katsina State, where reactions have trailed the peace deal negotiations between one of
before we go into the peace negotiation, I want to prove to you why Nigeria government, why these people continuously doing what they are doing. There is a reason why they are doing it. We may find out why Nigeria belongs in the history of the world if Nigeria is registered under Christianity, or if Nigeria is an Islamic country. When you see, people may not understand. People that claim one Nigeria, those Christians, P2B, and all Cubana and all of them that claim, they don't know the danger of being a one Nigeria, because they feel like Nigeria has made them who they are. They want to also be in Nigeria and die there. We are not going to die with you. Nigeria government and their outing and what Nigeria represents, my people, you will see it and you will just cry. I want you to see when I said, I want you to know how many countries, number one, are Muslim country in the world. What countries made up of the 57 countries that are member states of Organization of Islamic Republic? Many countries. Because we are not against every other country. We are not against any religion. But when they come to present to that Nigeria is a secular state, I told you it's a pure lie. Because registration of Nigeria by Ibrahim Babangida, he registered Nigeria as an Islamic country. I am telling you something that has facts and figures. I don't just come to tell you. But I want us to know that in Africa, 27 countries in Africa are members of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation of OIC. Do you know that? Now let us hear in the world the countries that are Muslims in the world and how they're treating their people. Is it how Nigeria is treating their own people? This is a case I want to make out here, to debunk from what they said that Nigeria, that's a governor that is calling for that anybody who is going to sermon on Friday must bring what he's going to preach for them to look at it. It simply means a country is a secular state is where you have freedom of speech. In Nigeria, we said you have freedom of worship. No freedom of worship. That is why they want to wipe indigenous people of the land away. That is why, because the only indigenous people are the Christians. They are the one that they're chasing away. They are the one they want to take away in their land, in the ancestral land. Let us continue. Listen to this, like we normally hear from this platform. My people, We must do fast to exit Nigeria, or Nigeria will end us. We must do fast to exit Nigeria, or Nigeria will end every Biafra. Listen to this.
The difference between a country that is a member of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC, and a non-member Islamic country is a matter of political and institutional affiliation, not necessarily a reflection of their population's religious demographics. Here's a breakdown of the key differences. OIC member states.
Sorry, listen.
Political and
What is your problem now? Play now. Sorry. Don't know. The voice is taking time to play. But hold on, we'll get it. What went wrong? Hold on, my people. Please permit me, I'm coming. Let us go the other way, so if it can play. Because it must play. It must, to prove some individuals. Why is that? Why is it happening? Just hold on. We are trying to get it right, so the voice can come in and play. So you may see that I am not making up a story. I want to use this to debunk what they said on Arise TV, that Nigeria is a secular state. It's a pure lie. Nigeria is not a secular state. It's what they used to deceive us. But deep down in the paper, anything that is truth about this world we are into is in the paper. And they hide it away from us. They hide it away from us. What is really going on? They hide the truth away from us always. Always hiding it away from us. Let's try this one first, if it can play. Let us know what is wrong. Something I don't understand. What is going on here? They don't want me to play this. What is going on?
There are 27 African states that are members of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC. These countries are Algeria, Benin, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Chad, Comoros, Côte d'Ivoire, Djibouti, Egypt, Gabon, Gambia, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Mozambique, Niger, Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Somalia, Sudan, Togo, Tunisia, Uganda.
What do you hear here? There are 27 African states they are members of Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC. Now, if Nigeria is a secular state where you have freedom of worship, why are there in these names? They mentioned these 27 names that are Islamic country. If Nigeria is a secular state like people claim, when something is on paper, we look at it. Sorry, I want to look at it here. Oh God, that is why you need laptop to put all these things through. Look at this. This is it. 27 countries in Africa are what? They are Islamic states. There are 27 African states that are made up of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Nigeria is an Islamic country. We are not against Nigeria being an Islamic country, but let it be true. Let it be told. So if you want to belong there, you belong. If you don't want to belong, like somebody like who don't want to belong, are seeking to be out from there, and they want us to be out. So when you see them try to tell you, encourage you on paper, on TV shows that Nigeria is an what? An Islamic country. It's a pure lie. I said what? It is a pure lie. Nigeria, from the 57 countries that made up of between Africa, Asia, Europe, and South America, only Nigeria, only Africa has 27. Now, from 57 minus 27, how many remain? Only Africa. Asia has. Europe has. South America has. But check among these four names, Africa, Asia, Europe, and South America has 57. Only Africa are 27. All this is because of colonization. They have colonized us. Is what also triggers to all these things. We are not even talking of those in Sahara. No. We are talking of those that made up of Africa completely. Even the countries you never had their name before, their country had it here. There's countries in Africa you don't know that they are existing. They had their name here right now. Let us go again, if this one can play. Let us try. Sorry, hold on. Because we want to prove to Ruben Abati, who is quoting Article 11, paragraph this, that is a pure lie. Only that thing exists on where? On the paper. That is only where Nigeria, in the mouth, in the face of talking on TVs, Nigeria become what? A secular state. But when it comes to the real, that is why in Nigeria, if Nigeria is a secular state, why 12 northern states of Nigeria is under Islamic law? Ruben Abati, in that quoting law, listen to it for the second time again.
There are 27 African states that are members of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC. These countries are Algeria, Benin, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Chad, Comoros, Côte d'Ivoire, Djibouti, Egypt, Gabon, Gambia, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Mozambique, Niger, Nigeria, Senegal.
Do you hear? Nigeria. This is why Master Kanu told that this mission has been long. Do you know in which year that they registered Nigeria as an Islamic country? Do you know? Now, let's check how many countries made up of Africa. 55 countries as of now made up of Africa. Inside that 55 that's made up of Africa, 27 is an Islamic country. 27 is an under Islamic country in Africa. When you are listening to this is the pure truth that nobody will come and tell you except Master Kanaba told you. But I'm here to rephrase that thing to enter into your mind so you may know what is going on. Now, countries that in Africa who are under UN, who are a member of Islamic country, listen. What is happening this morning? Why are they banning it?
In Africa, there are two primary entities that are not recognized by the UN as sovereign states but function
Only
as de facto countries. Somaliland, located in the Horn of Africa, Somaliland declared its independence from Somalia in 1991. It has its own government, military, and currency, and has maintained relative peace and stability. However, it lacks international recognition, and the international community still considers it an autonomous region of Somalia.
Now, I want to state one thing out from here. Somalia is a country. Till today, they did not get international recognition but their country, with their currency, with their military, with their police. I am saying for Umo Okoko, who are telling you that you first get international recognition before you can start using your money, before you can form your army, before you can have your police. It's not true. Are you not hearing it here? You will first become a country before recognition will come to you. Before you will seek for international recognition, you will first become a country. They did not declare it in 1991 and fall back and wait for them to become a country before they will start using their currency. You had it here that they have their own government, military, police, and the currency, and it has maintained a relevant peace and stability. Now that the world are like telling that they are maintaining a relevant stability, peace, with their military, with their army, with their currency. Now, in a very short time, they are going to get recognition to UN. Because it's through peace, stability in a country is how UN members gave you recognition. Remember what we're discussing? Countries in Africa who are what? Who are under Islamic agenda, who are Islamic countries in Africa. They say it's only 2 of those in Africa that did not recognize under UN. Only 2 out of 55. Now, check how many, out of 57. Check how many that remain. Let's continue.
Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, Western Sahara. The SADC claims sovereignty over the entire territory of Western Sahara. While it is a member of the African Union and is recognized by a number of states, its sovereignty is disputed by Morocco, which controls most of the territory. The UN considers Western Sahara a non-self-governing territory. While there are numerous other territorial disputes and separatist movements across the continent, these 2 are the most prominent cases of entities that operate as independent states but lack full recognition from the United Nations.
Are you following? I want you to, here, what we did here, we do with fact and figure. And you know that this is what we can do. Just be patient. For the headline, we have to go in. But this is a part of, because we are going to prove to the world, part of things are why we don't want to belong to Nigeria. Religion is, Christianity, religion is part of it. Religion is part of it. Religion is part of what is giving us problem. Elevate Energy, you are welcome. Thank you for coming on this platform, this page. Thank you so much. Now, after you have had this, that only 2 countries out of 57 or 56 or 55 that made up of Africa now that was always well counted, 27 is an Islamic country, including Nigeria, who claim to be a secular state. You had it here clearly. I'm going to present you a document, how it all started. Here. Let's continue. In which year did the OIC found in the world? In which year? Listen.
The Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC, was founded in 1969. The first Islamic Summit Conference was held in Rabat, Morocco, on September 25, 1969, in response to an arson attack on the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem.
Do you hear something? This organization was formed in 1969. The first Islamic Summit Conference was held in the Rabat, Morocco, on September 25th, 1969. After that, the first thing they did was to attack Israel, Jerusalem. That was the first thing they did. They attacked Jerusalem, proving that they are against Christianity. They are against you and I. They are against Judaism. This is what they did. This is how it happens. Now, let's continue. I want you to know something very important. That everything we are doing, do not just think that we're wasting our time. There's something we want to dig out from there. Remember how we started? Claiming that Nigeria is a secular state. It's not. Today, you have out of 27 countries who are Islamic countries in Africa, Nigeria is among them. And they will claim on the TV show, they will claim on a debate that they are. But when it comes to a document of Nigeria, Nigeria become Islamic state. We also want to move fast to find out who registered Nigeria as an Islamic state and what year did Nigeria register as an Islamic country. Because when you are doing something, I want us to be doing something that has an evidence. Somebody put Nigerian name, register you are Nigeria, that we are fighting to keep, to become one under Islamic country. Somebody, Ibrahim Babangida, was the one registered Nigeria as a Muslim country. That will be a topic for another day, or maybe tomorrow. Because why we want to do it in this way is that so you have something that you're looking out for you to know what we are doing. But it is now confirmed to you that Nigeria is what Islamic state. That is what Nigeria registered for. It's not a secular state. If it is a secular state, they will not be registered as one of the Islamic countries in OIC. They will not. But because of the Islamic country, that is why you see them registered there, and in the mouth, in the paper, they will tell you that Nigeria is a secular state. It's not true, my people. That is why we Biafran people understand it, and that is why we run away from Nigeria. No matter whether the enemy likes it or not. We have left Nigeria on November 29, 2024. Now, welcome to today's program. As I welcome you right now, please, may you welcome another person who is beside you by liking and sharing the program. Please, endeavor to do that. I said what? Endeavor to like and share this program so other people who are beside you, we understand that the program has just begun. I want to understand it clearly. Nigeria is not for you, neither for me. That is why I'm here to do what I'm doing to make sure Biafra becomes a sovereign state and becomes a nation that will get recognition under international law. These are why we are on social media to do things, not to gossip, not to fight anyone, but to fight you with truth and honest and the evidence at hand, with fact and figure. Not just come to social media to tell you some old stuffs, but to make you understand the importance of what we are doing and how we can achieve it and how we can get it and the role that other countries has played. Our own are not going to be in a different way. Our own must be working together with what we are doing. When we open our line, you are free to talk about anything that's into your mind. When we open our line, and very soon we are going to open our line so you may understand why we are here. And when we finish why we are here, then you understand the importance of why you have to be here also. You are not here just for formality's sake. So let me ask you to know those who are on this platform right now. I want to ask a question. This morning. Rose Shame, I greet you. Good morning from here. You are welcome on this platform. On this hallowed platform where we treat and debunk lies of enemies in what they are doing. Listen to this as I read it out before I play it. But I want to ask, are you ready for what we have this morning on this second section? Are you ready? Are you tired? I want to see yes or no. Are you ready on what we have to do this morning? Are you ready to listen? Are you ready for us to educate ourselves? Before you answer, as I'm waiting for your answer, let me tell you the headline we are digging into. After declaration of independence of a new country, some executive that does not have a position anymore start fighting the new country government, and they have their own group claim to use lobby to see congressmen for international recognition. Can they get it under international law? I hope you get me. Let me recap again. After a declaration of independence for a new country, some executive that does not have position anymore start fighting the new country government and have their own group claim to use lobby to see congressmen for international recognition. Can they get it under international law? Ogenkere and their group who are presenting congressmen their meeting for them to get international recognition for bridge, not for United States of Biafra. Can under international law, can it happen? I thank God I see only two people who said I am ready. But for sake of those two persons who are here, because maybe other people might be at work and they're using their earbud to listen, we must continue in what we are doing. Listen to this.
No, an ousted executives group cannot get international recognition as a new country under international law.
Just in a short form. Remember, it started like this. After declaration of independence for a new country, some executive that does not have position anymore start fighting the new government, and they have their own group claim to use lobby to see congressmen for international recognition. Can they get it under international law? Listen, no. An outed executive group cannot get international recognition as a new country under international law. Now, it's clear the way I search, the way they put the word to me. I want to get something again. No, an outed executive group cannot get international recognition as a new country under international law. International law focus on recognizing states, not group, not non-state actor or individual for a new country to be recognized. Now, if you go to my headline, you will see Biafrans under Vienna Convention 1987 or 1978 is what we are going to use to see. There is many laws that back the government up. There is many laws that back what the government is doing up. That is why I want you to know this. I can see you, official AJ. Thank you so much for reminding us about our code. For those who forget the code, the code of this platform is #free Simon Epanjako, a prisoner of conscience in Finland. The same thing goes to #free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience in Nigeria. You can see how official AJ put it there. So please also do that, because it's a protest on this platform. When anybody come to see hashtag, he knows there is a protest going on here. That is why we are using it on this. That is the code of this platform, no other code. Are you following? Now, the aspect of this sphere where we are right now, we are still on the Montevideo Convention 1933. And what it taught us about a new country. Listen to this as I refresh the headline again. After declaration of independence for a new country, some executive that does not have a position anymore start fighting the new country government and have their own group claim to use lobby to see congressmen for international recognition. Can they get it under international law? They said what? No. An outdated executive group cannot get international recognition as a new country under international law. No Genkere, Sonia Prawa, Elias, claiming that they are using lobby to see congressmen for them to help to get Biafra recognition. It's a pure, they say no, hell no, under international law. What are these international laws? Montevideo Convention 1933, Article 4, Paragraph 1. Listen to this. International law focuses on recognizing states, countries, not non-state actor or individual for a new country to be recognized. Not non-state actors or individual for a new country to be recognized. It must generally meet the criteria of a state as identified by the Montevideo Convention 1933. Are you following? What are these criteria for stakehold under international law, under Montevideo Convention 1933? What are they? Listen to this as I play it.
International law focuses on recognizing states, not non-state actors or individuals. For a new country to be recognized, it must generally meet the criteria of a state as defined by the Montevideo Convention of 1933. Criteria for statehood. A state is the primary subject of international law. To be considered a state, it must possess the following qualifications. Permanent population, a stable group of people residing within the territory. Defined territory, a recognized geographical area, even if its exact boundaries are in dispute. Government, a central authority that has effective control over the population and territory with the ability to maintain law and order. Capacity to enter into relations with other states, the ability to conduct foreign affairs independently without being subject to the legal authority of another state. Why the ousted executives group can't get recognition. The group you describe would be considered a non-state actor. It lacks the fundamental criteria of a state, particularly the requirement of a government with effective control over a defined territory. The new country's government is the one that has the legal authority and physical control. The ex-executives group, even if it has a following and is engaging in lobbying, is fighting against the established government and doesn't meet the legal definition of a state.
So come follow me laugh in a Swahili laugh. Listen to this. The group you describe, the group described would be considered as a non-state actor. It lacks the fundamental criteria of a state, particularly the requirements, the requirement of a government with effective control over a defined territory. The new country government is the one that has the legal authority and the physical control. The ex-executive group, even if it has followed and engaged in the lobby, is fighting against the establishment government and does not meet the legal definition of a state. Ogenkere and his lobby firm, Sonia Akwarawa, Imam Madwab CRC, IPOB, Masop, you will see all this name in my headline this morning. I want all of them to come in here for us to learn something. for us to educate ourselves, for us to tell ourselves common truth that don't need a strength to use to find a common truth. Common truth. I want us to also know, according to this document here, under international law, that we have to set the record straight this morning. The group described would be considered a non-state actor. It lacked the fundamental criteria of a state, particularly the requirement of a government with effective control over identified territory. The new country government is the one that has the legal authority and the physical control. The executive group, if it has a following and engaging before a lobby, is fighting against the establishment government and does not meet the legal definition of a state. My people, are we making common sense on this document? Do you think it's right on what we are doing? I want to know in the comment section. Do you think that what we are doing is good? I want to see what is your reaction, what you have in your mind. As I continue reading it back again, you know, we have moved to paragraph 2. I want to start from the beginning to read it out to you again. As you are listening, I'll ask you a question. Do you think what we are doing is very important in the time we are into right now? After declaration of independence for a new country, some ex-executive that does not have position anymore start fighting the new country government, and it has their own group, claim to use lobby to see congressmen for international recognition. Can they get it under international law for a new state? Can they get recognition? It says no. An outdated executive group cannot get international recognition as a new country under international law. International law focus on recognition states, not non-state actor or individual. For a new country to be recognized, it must generally meet the criteria of a state as identified by the Montevideo Convention of 1933. Criteria for statehood. A state is the primary subject of international law. To be considered a state, it must possess the following qualification: permanent population, a stable group of people residing with the territory or with the border, defined territory, an organized geographical area, even it exists borders are in dispute. Government, a central authority that has effective control over the population and the territory with the ability to maintain law and order. Capacity to enter into relation, this is number 4 criteria they ask us to meet. The ability to conduct foreign affairs independently without being subject to the legal authority of another state. Why the outdated executive group cannot get recognition? Why they cannot get recognition? Listen. The group described would be considered a non-state actor. It lacked the fundamental criteria of a state, particularly the requirement of a government with effective control over a defined territory. The new country government is the one that has the legal authority and the physical control. The ex-executive group, even if it has followed and is engaging in lobby before. See, I wonder why people, well, because of they hide many things to us on the documents, instead of we take our time to research all these things. That is why you see our people. What despite that Ogenkere was well paid from Nigerian government from the beginning, with Sona Aprawa and their cohort, all of them. I want you to know that with all this, they said, even though they are among cabinets that in the beginning using lobby to see a country, using lobby to see congressmen to talk about a new country, that immediately there was X from the group and they are no longer there. Even if they are still engaging in fighting, now what they will do is they said they will engage in fighting the establishment government and does not meet a legal definition of a state. Ogenkere and their group. You see this IPOB, One Nigeria. You see this Masop. I am calling you the big names. You see people like Fallback. You see Bridge. They lack the authority. They don't have it to get national recognition. No matter how they use lobby to see congressmen, they said that the international law cares for a new state and protects a new state, not a group. And they said under international law, they see this group as they see them as what? As non-state actors. They see them as S group, is how they see them. Oh, Elevator Energy, thank you for your super chat. Thank you so much. I see it, I pause the program because once it happened. Yes, bro, it is very important to educate Biafrans. Thank you so much. It's you only one who said yes. I also thank you for supporting this page because we are building this page newly. We lack gadgets. So we ask fellow Biafrans to join you, to join those who have already volunteered to support with their widow's mind to make this platform. As I'm reading this document, so I can place it on the screen. All of us can see and read, not something I will be carrying on my hand and be bending down to read it. That is why we seek for your support. We are not seeking for money to pay for our house rent, pay for internet, do our family pro. No, only those that help us to build this platform, that we all are going to benefit, and the platform will belong to all of us. That is why it's an interactive section. After reading this right now, then we open our phone call, we receive a call as we continue. Elevator Energy, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. Now we continue. You see how it is under international law that Ogenkere are just scamming Biafrans and the white people are scamming him because of the money that Nigeria went loaded on his account. That is why he's messing up. That's why I call on layers and open the layers. Put your link out. Let us come and ask you questions. So you will tell us where you get this your law that you use to deceive Ogenkere. This your law that you employ. This are small common. This useless sense you are giving Ogenkere. Listen, Ogenkere want to see a congressman, and he sit up all the blacks, all the fellow Biafrans. You know Nigeria hired people to protest one time in the world. I hope you understand that. The same way Nigeria have given Ogenkere money, Ogenkere hired people, even non-Biafrans, to do what? To claim that they gathered. Are you educating the Biafrans? Are you telling the Biafrans who knows their problem? Why are you not addressing the congressmen what you want them to do if what you are doing is truth or genuine? Why is it they follow Biafrans that gather together that they are the one that you are lecturing, that you are telling? What you are telling them is something they have already know. Is your lobby supposed to educate, stand in front of the congressmen and tell them openly what you are there to do? Stop deceiving yourself and those guys who followed you. I am here to debunk all of you with your so-called Elias and more Godabri with the fact and figure, the truth coming out from international law that they will hide. The world will hide the truth and coming outside with their mouth, with their evil heart to deceive people. But we, the Biafran people, that is why the government of Biafra will make every law that is in document that was hidden open. We are going to open every, so you will know you are right. This is why we are here. This is why we are what? We are here to support the government, to let the international community knows that the what government is doing is the right, and that is what they ask us to do. Are you following? Please, as you come, may you like and share the program, please. This is Real Biafra TV. Subscribe. I beg to subscribe, please. This is Real Biafra TV. Subscribe on this page for you to know when we are live and what we are live to do. So I want you to know that everything that we are doing, Lord support us. Why the outdated executive group cannot get recognition, even though they use lobby. They use lobby to see congressmen in US. That's why you see all the picture that's making around headway of Ogenkere. See congressmen. Under international law, Montevideo Convention, it says no. I want to refresh your mind. I see Coaches 042. Thank you for coming. My brother, good morning from here. Good morning from here. Listen, after declaration of independence for a new country, some ex-executive that does not have position anymore start fighting the new country government, and they have their own group claim to use lobby to see congressmen for international recognition. Can they get it? Can they get international recognition with this group? Now listen, no. An outdated executive group cannot get international recognition as a new country under international law. International law focus on recognizing states, non-state actor or individual. For a new country to be recognized, it must generally meet the criteria of a state as defined by the Montevideo Convention of 1933, Article 4. Criteria for the stakeholder. A state is primary subject of international law. To be considered a state, it must meet process the following qualification: a permanent population, a stable group of people residing with the territory. Number 2, defined territory, a recognized geographical area, even if its exists borders are in dispute. Even now that our borders is still in the hands of Nigeria and fighting us. Yes, much. It was registered in Nigeria was registered Islamic country in 1960, in 1986 during Ibrahim Babangida. Thank you so much. You remember how it was? So for those who are just coming in, while he put the answer, I thought he has went to go and search. Because when you search, you get every fact and figure. We started this morning that proved that Nigeria is not a secular state. Nigeria is an Islamic country. We are not an Islamic. I wanted to. We are not. I'm not against Islamic. No. But I am against when you claim that a country that is under Islamic country is a secular state. When you are under Islamic country, you don't have a freedom of speech. That's what we are seeing in Nigeria. That is it. Let's continue on the way we are, where we are going. Why the altered executive group cannot get recognition for a new country? The group described would be considered as a non-state actor. It lacks the fundamental criteria of a state, particularly the requirement of government with effective control over a defined territory. The new country government is the one that has the legal authority and fiscal control. The ex-executive group, even if he has a following and is engaging in lobby, is fighting against the establishment government and does not meet the function of a state. Are you following? I hope you understand it very well. I hope we are making headway towards this to educate ourselves. When you look at what I am bringing out here on this document of Montevideo Convention, you may understand. They said it's only the government has the authority and the legal and the physical control on the international law to use congressmen to help the new government to seek for international recognition. They see Ogenkere, Sonia Prawa, Chiamaka Jerry, and all the group Ipob, Masop. They see you as a non-group or individuals that can never be able to get recognition for a new country. I greet you, Chibuzo. Chibuzo, good morning. You're welcome, my brother. Thank you so much. Please, when you come, please like and share, subscribe on the YouTube page. Biafra TV is the name. Thank you so much as you do so. Now, listen to this. The rule of recognition. Let's allow the voice to play for the doubting Thomas and also see from where I am getting what I am reading. It is a document that I am, see it here. It is a document, you see, that I am reading. Not my words. I did not concoct any word. And I am not here to do saga with you. But I'm here to tell you the truth that you refuse to understand and bring it out. It doesn't matter how many years you're in social media. When you cannot research, it doesn't matter. Let us continue.
The role of recognition. Recognition of a new state is a political act by existing states. It's a unilateral declaration that one state acknowledges another as a sovereign entity. This can be either.
Listen to this. The recognition of a new state is a political act by existing states. It is unilateral declaration that one state acknowledge another. That after declaration of a new country, that one state acknowledge another as a sovereign entity. You see, it's not about group. It's not about individual. It's not about bridges. It's not about falling back. We are coming this morning because we have a lot I have loaded that we need to explode this morning. So as you are listening, please be patient. When we are tired, comment on the comment section that we are tired. We can close and come back next time. But if we are not, we must continue. I hope you had it. Recognition of a new state, not a bridge, not a group, not Ipob, not any of all these things that are making noise on social media. That is about what? The recognition of a new state is a political act by existing state. It is unilaterally after declaration that other states will acknowledge another state, another sovereignty of a new state. Listen.
De jure recognition. A formal legal acknowledgement that a new state or government is legitimate and permanent. This allows for full diplomatic relations and legal rights.
Do you hear that? For a new country. Mazi Chigozie, you are welcome. Daniel, you are welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you're a newcomer, please like and share the program, subscribe. Yes, so please, our brother Chibo will ask you to please to touch your like button, to like and share. Even though YouTube are kicking people out on as we are live, even though. And also, please support the page. We want to get graduates to make it in a large. So when I come, I can put it on the screen. All of us will be reading. If you look at the page, you will see a super chat. Anything you like, use to support us. For us to get these graduates and stop bending face and put it on the screen when we come. All of us will be seeing and be reading and will be hearing. Then we also put a link at the same time so everybody can be in to also to help me to explain this in every layman understanding. I will not do it alone. I need you all for us to do it. We continue. We must continue. A formal legal acknowledgement that a new state or a government is legitimate and permanent. This allows for the full diplomatic reaction and the legal rights. Your government is legal under international law. Under international law, United States of Biafra government is legal. Ogenkere bridge is not legal, it's illegal. Victor, you're welcome, I can see you. Ogenkere is illegal. Ipob is illegal. Masop is illegal. Under international law, it's only the government that said only the government is legal and the authority in a diplomatic reaction for a new country to get international recognition. You must continue. This is the due recognition. This is the highest one among all. Now listen to de facto recognition.
De facto recognition, a provisional, informal acknowledgement based on the factual situation of control. It's often a temporary step before granting full de jure recognition.
Do you hear that? We are in a de facto. Some countries that are non-state are not recognized, like Amazonia, like Eritrea, give us recognition when we are in a de facto. Remember, try and remember that. Even when we have already declared, they also come. But look at it, de facto recognition is approval, informal acknowledgement based on the factor, situation of control. It is often a temporary step before gaining full de jure recognition. This is J-U-R-E. This is the full, and that is what the government are seeking. That is why we are no longer in the era of the de facto government. We are no longer in the era of de facto government. Now we are in that is why we are seeking for international recognition after official declaration. You are no longer in the de facto government. That is why every organization will be dissolved and collapsed to be under the United States of Biafra, including BRIG, BRIG went in exile. When all fools, Ndiori, the haters of Biafra, haters of freedom, the haters of a new country are doing that thing. Do not panic, do not move. Stand where you are with your government of United States of Biafra government. Listen in conclusion of this part session.
Even if some countries were to offer a limited, de facto recognition to the group, this would not confer statehood upon them. It would, at most, be an acknowledgement of their existence as a political force. However, it's highly unlikely that any country would grant them any form of recognition that would jeopardize diplomatic relations with the new, legitimate government. The international community, for the sake of stability and order, generally supports the government with effective control.
Do you hear it? Even some countries want to offer a limited de facto recognition to the group. Now, you can offer, you see, the congressmen and lobby can offer a limited de facto recognition as a group. That's what they offer us when we are in a de facto government. Once you make a declaration openly, you does not belong on that status of de facto government recognition. You are no longer there. You have stepped out from there to go into the full recognition of the due recognition that made it fully for you to become a full sovereign nation. This would not cause a stakehold upon them. Now Nigeria want to be a stakeholder. At most, be acknowledged of this existing and the political force. Niger for her as a political force. Ogenkere and his men. Political force. Why we are seeking for recognition for a new country. However, it's highlighted unlikely that any country would not grant them any form of recognition that will jeopardize the diplomatic relation with the new country. Because giving them recognition with the congressmen, they know what it is. When a new government enact law and sue those people that will give recognition, is a problem to anybody who is giving out recognition with under name of bridge. Listen. With the new country, legitimate government. Now the new country government was legitimate. The international community, for the sake of stability and order, will generally support the new government with effective control. The new government. That is what international law would have said. They will fully, international community will fully support a new government and its work. I hope you are following. And I hope you understand what I'm doing here this morning. I want to allow you to play fully again before I allow our brothers to call. Remember from where we started. We're starting from debunking the news from Arise TV, proving to them that Nigeria is not a secular state, rather Nigeria is an Islamic country. Registered by Ibrahim Babangida, 1986, Nigeria registered as an Islamic country under OIC. You remember that? So, on what they registered and what is happening in Nigeria, I simply mean Nigeria is not a secular state. Nigeria is a country that adopts only one religion, which is Muslim. Is the truth we must know. Listen to this.
No, an ousted executives group cannot get international recognition as a new country under international law. International law focuses on recognizing states, not non-state actors or individuals. For a new country to be recognized, it must generally meet the criteria of a state as defined by the Montevideo Convention of 1933. Criteria for statehood. A state is the primary subject of international law. To be considered a state, it must possess the following qualifications. Permanent population. A stable group of people residing within the territory. Defined territory. A recognized geographical area, even if its exact boundaries are in dispute. Government. A central authority that has effective control over the population and territory, with the ability to maintain law and order. Capacity to enter into relations with other states, the ability to conduct foreign affairs independently without being subject to the legal authority of another state. Why the ousted executives group can't get recognition? The group you describe would be considered a non-state actor. It lacks the fundamental criteria of a state, particularly the requirement of a government with effective control over a defined territory. The new country's government is the one that has the legal authority and physical control. The ex-executives group, even if it has a following and is engaging in lobbying, is fighting against the established government and doesn't meet the legal definition of a state. The role of recognition. Recognition of a new state is a political act by existing states. It's a unilateral declaration that one state acknowledges another as a sovereign entity. This can be either de jure recognition, a formal legal acknowledgement that a new state or government is legitimate and permanent. This allows for full diplomatic relations and legal rights. De facto recognition, a provisional, informal acknowledgement based on the factual situation of control. It's often a temporary step before granting full de jure recognition. Even if some countries were to offer a limited, de facto recognition to the group, this would not confer statehood upon them. It would, at most, be an acknowledgement of their existence as a political force. However, it's highly unlikely that any country would grant them any form of recognition that would jeopardize diplomatic relations with the new, legitimate government. The international community, for the sake of stability and order, generally supports the government with effective control.
I hope you heard this clearly. So on this junction, our line is open to receive a phone call. The number to call remains plus 973360513337 only on WhatsApp. I rephrase again. The number still remain plus 973360513337. If you want to call, the line is open for us to receive phone call. You know who want to call. After you have listened to all this, now do you have a strong mind that your government is on the right track? That the government is the only way out? Are you still having double mind? I'm asking you in the comment section. Are you still having double mind? Only United States of Biafra government has to have how to do you right. How the right, yes. The only United States of Biafra is the one that has every right. Remember that our line is open for phone calls. You are free to call as we are moving into the third session of this program this morning. After the declaration of independence for a new country, the government of the new country, do they have authority to dissolve bridge, organization, or any group at all under the movement? After declaration of independence for a new country is another article that we are going in. After declaration of independence for a new country, the government of the new country, do they have authority to dissolve the bridge organization to move into the new country under international law? One ebe a ka ị ga-afụzi na mmụọ na-eti mmụọ na onye arụ arụ bụ onye arụ na eziokwu kwara onwe ya ọtọ na ha eziokwu a na-ezi ezo na a na-achọ ezo. You will have to find truth before you can be able to get the truth. Whether our new government, if after a declaration of a new country, if the government has rights to dissolve bridge, B-R-I-G, the one they call the government in exile, they call bridge, if they have the authority to dissolve it. Do you want to hear about that? I want to see your comment section. Do you want us to go into that today? Are you ready for it? For you to know how to tackle these monkeys and bamboos, the intellectuals that are following them. Obieze, that is messing up. So one well Lambo Fese. And those who are resigning because of ignorance, that is not excuse the eyes of the law. I ask you, do you want us to open these documents? I want to know if you want us to open the documents. We must answer. As I'm waiting for your answer in the comment section, our gadget is going down. Let me put it on charge so it will not going to go down. I ask you, do you want us to open this document today or next day? I want to see your comments if you are here. And also remember that our line is open for call. Do you want us to read these documents? I will see on the comments before I will go on. Like I said, as I'm waiting for your answer to come up, Let me get our charger because our gadgets, our phone are going down gradually. So, if you know that you want us to continue to read this document, please, I want to see your comments as I'm coming right now. If I don't see any comments, I will shut the program down. That means that we are tired. And I don't want to do something where my people are tired. You have a call. Obuefi, you are here. Good morning. Let us listen to a call before we continue. We open our line for call. Is there a call for? Yes. Ozi. Mazi Ozi, good morning from here.
Yeah, Mazi Chino, good morning.
Good morning,
Read Biafra television. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
Mazi, I say, Chukwu protect you and continue blessing you on this redemption. You have the gospel of the nation you have took upon yourself to carry on. Thank you for what you do for Biafra. I greet you Biafras in the studio. I greet you Biafra all over the world. Mazi, to be frankly with you, that's the reason why I said that whatever our DPM is doing, she was really in line. She is 100% in line. You understand? You can see what you just read this morning. The woman is in line. That's why Obatobe told her after the declaration, dissolve the brigade.
Without wasting time.
You understand? Yes, dissolve the brigade because they know that that's the procedure. They know that that's the let-down process. They know that that's the way forward. But the gun stands among those who try to sabotage what we are doing. You understand? Choose otherwise. They threaten fighting the woman. They're beginning to blackmail her, propagate against her, calling her name, all manner of things that if anyone can think in this earth, they begin to call her all manners of names in order to, they always say, call a dog a bad name in order to kill it.
Yeah.
So the woman really suffered. Well, in the other way around, whatever experience she might undergo now, that's normal requirements of what we are looking for. Because there must be that sabotage. Frankly with you, there must be sabotage.
That is,
so
that is,
if you are afraid of sabotage,
I believe that ideology that there must be sabotage.
Yes.
I believe that
Yes.
we are not going to all are not going to be together for us to achieve this mission.
Definitely. Do you know what we are fighting for? Mazi, do you know what we are fighting for?
Quality and powers.
Do you know what we are fighting for? Do you know what the evil, the cabals, the mafia, the cartels that have been comfortable with what is happening in Bongo? Like Kelena always says, the Bongo. Do you know what is going on here? You and I know. You didn't grow up in a Western world. You grew up in Biafra land. You know what you undergo. You know what you pass through. You know the evil. So it's not going to be an easy journey, my dear. It's going to be an easy journey. That is why I said God really chose that woman. For she to stand trembling to this stage, it means that she really meant for the job. And that's why I always pray for her. Say, God, may you keep on protecting this woman. That single act she did, it means a lot. And that's why I never debated for one single day, in as much of all the propaganda and blackmailing against her. I said, no. Within my spirit, I was convinced that that woman meant for good for Biafras. I was 100% convinced. No, I never changed my stance from that declaration to date. And I said, God, continue blessing that woman. Keep on giving her wisdom. Because for you to control, for you to pioneer the ship of this Biafra movement, you must have something upstairs. You must be chosen once. You understand? So the journey is not going to be easy journey. It's going to be tough journey. And they said when the journey begins tough, the tough keep going. So she really trained for the journey and she meant well for Biafra. Biafra should listen to her. In as much of whatever that is going on, Biafra should listen to the woman.
Hey, sorry, my hand touched it. Hey, yeah, sorry. I will call you back right now. I want to put it where it will be charging and my hand cut off your cord. Sorry. I'm going to return back to you. No, your talk is okay.
So,
the problem
like
is
I
from
always
my side.
say, the woman really meant well for Biafra. Everybody should be in line to that woman to the United States of Biafra government. They meant well. You can see the cabinets, the discipline. Many will choose. I mean, I say many are called. Few are choosing. As the cabinet, as they stand, they are doing their job professionally and otherwise. Even those that are not capable of doing it, you will see them, they will still drop because the journey is getting tough and the tough will keep going. So, as we are saying, Biafrans, the United States of Biafra government, they are 100% in order of what you read here now. It's just like all this is they have been doing it before it started bringing the awareness. This sensitization they are doing here is really to reawaken some gullible, those who don't understand what the government are doing, and what you are doing in your platform really helping. It really sensitized a lot of people. It really changed the minds of gullibles. It really changed a lot of people who didn't understand the procedure, the laid down rules of international principles of getting a new nation. It's really helping. It's really helping, my brother. Keep on doing the good job. May Chukwu come and protect you and give you more wisdom to pioneer this gospel you are preaching every morning. May God help you.
Thank you so much.
In the name
Thank
of
you so
God,
much. He said, also protect you and
all my
you
brother.
so Z. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We must continue. Yeah, my people, the line is still free for call. You can call to submit your own humble opinion in what we are doing. No insult, no attack. This is not time for insult, but this is time to use truth and put those people to where they belong. Jude Eze, good morning from here. I can see you. Thank you for coming. I told you that the next article or the next session of this program you are going to listen is after declaration of independence for a new country, the government of the new country, do they have authority or right to dissolve the bridge or old organization to move in to new country governments under international law? We are asking if United States of Biafra government has right under international law to dissolve bridge or any other group that is fighting for and said enough is enough. After our declaration, all of you must collapse into United States of Biafra government. That is the question we are asking international law in their own documents. Now, today, you will hear another name of international body that give Biafra government power to dissolve bridge. Ipob, Masop, they are no longer in existence. But in the history of Biafra, they can be there. In the history, these are groups that fight for Biafra so many years. This year, this time, their leaders, and when we have already declared, this is those that make the declaration to happen, and this is the government that get the recognition for us. We have a call. Let us listen to it. Onyezio, good morning from here. The mic is yours.
Ndewo Mazi Biafra TV.
Yes.
Ndewo from myself. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
And good morning, Biafrans. And good morning, everybody in the comment section. Like the program, subscribe, and share the message so that when they look to Muna, all the fall back and fall in, whether Bahanan. Because I know you're not going to take part in that. The kind of you want to hide something to a black man, right in everything else. That thing may even be there for 20 years. And nobody will go and research, to go and do research and know what is written in that document. That is the reason why you have taken that upon yourself. To do that research and to come and tell us what is written in that document. I pray that Almighty God will continue to bless you, bless your family, bless every one of anybody that's around you. Because of this path that you have chosen, just like the Mazen Namdekan took in the first place. Mazen Simon Ekpa took that the same path. Because without you telling us all these things that is written in this document, many of us are not going to know it. All these this thing is even deleting notes. Every one of them that's out there that are still fighting against the government. All these things inside deleting notes. But their mind and their evil mind, you're not going to stand, make the research and know what is written. Thank you very much. I pray that Almighty God continues to bless and bless your family once again.
Thank you.
First of all,
Go on with the mic. Go on. Let me can someone know people. So have the mic go on to the house.
Yes. Biafrans, what is the question that our brother asked this morning? Does the government have the right to dissolve? First of all, every one of you could remember before Mazen Simon Ekpa was called for questioning. He created 4-man committee. What is the work of those 4-man committees? Let's tell you that Mazen Simon Ekpa knows every right that is going to be taken by the government. That's the reason why he created that 4-man committee to dissolve the ROC, to dissolve everything that is going to give us full play in the forefront in going forward. That's the reason why he created that 4-man committee. And if you people remember, the 4-man committee that Mazi Simon Ekpa created is not even the POS, it's the head. It's Dr. Dorati. You can remember. It's Dr. Dorati. That is the head of that 4-man committee that we talk about. And even ask every one of them, are so happy to work with the person that is on head, that is heading the group. And every one of them answered yes. That is to tell you that everything that is happening now, Mazi Simon Ekpa know very, very well that all these things are going to happen. That is the reason why everything normally is to be in document. That 4-man committee, just like the same document that Mazi Biafra TV have taken upon itself to tell us. And every one of us know when this video was facing the social media. Every one of us know very well. That is to tell you that government of United States of Biafra is the only person that has the right to dissolve anything that is going on now. That is the only government of United States of Biafra have the right to submit every document that needs to submit in any Congress offices now. In any country, it's only the government of United States of Biafra. This one that all these people, these 4 banks that is parading themselves, that they went to go and meet congressman or congresswoman, that is every one of you to remember that Oversight, he said, you may be in Kaaba without knowing. Don't be surprised that all those congressmen, those white people, that is up with all those black people, that even that Kaaba that Mazi Simon Ekpa is talking about. Why can't you ask yourself, where are the congressmen that is been talking about Masop? How many of them? How many of them do you see in that place? That is to tell you that all those people are working with the money that Nigeria government gives to them. This is time for every one of you, every one of us to come back and support the United States of Biafra. Support that we're talking about, we're not talking about Dr. Ngozi Abizi. That time we are not talking of Mazi Nandikano or Mazi Simon Ekpa. What we are talking about now is government of the United States of Biafra.
Yes, sir.
And every one of us to key ourselves in. Because that is the person, that is the government that we are supporting. That is why I can see Donald Trump who will come out in the national TV. You say America first. As we are in now, is United States of Biafra first. That is everything that every one of us is supposed to talk about now. United States of Biafra first. Not big, not far, not here. Is United States of Biafra first. Yes, that is the United States of Biafra first. And it's every one of you that is out there that do not know that United States of Biafra has been declared, that Biafra has declared. United States of Biafra was declared on 29th of November 2024. That is our right. They are taking the bull by the horn, and that is what the government is doing right now. Every document that is needed to submit the international court or international government, everyone that you can even think of, is with the government of United States of Biafra. Every document that they are asking us now, that is in all these conventions that we are talking about, is with the United States of Biafra. All the documents from A to Z should support United States of Biafra. We are not supporting as an African. We are not supporting as Diamond. Rather, we are not supporting as Dr. Ngozo. What we are supporting is United States of Biafra. We are supporting United States of Biafra. That is where every one of us to take our mind to. Let me stop here. Thank you so much.
Mazi Coaches, thank you so much for that a very important submission. May Elohim bless you and protect you also for always being on the true platforms to give us encouragement and support whatever we are doing. Thank you so much, Mazi. May Elohim bless you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, my fellow Biafrans, we are going to seize the call for now. Please, hold on. Anybody should hold on for call. No call for now. Let us go in so you may understand before you call. We are going to bring the head out today and cut it here. We all. We are not going to use knife. We don't use gun and blade. We use truth and figure. Now is that time when Master Kanu told us we must be whiter rather than snow. It's a time to use our platform to dish out the whiter and whiter than snow to prove it. Every truth is in documents. They hide it from us. From where I gathered this particular history, this particular document we are going to read this morning. I don't think that I never heard about this data before. Until I researched this one and bring it out. I said, wow. So everything has already been laid down for us. We are going to finish it. We are not going to stop on the way because I want to leave you with something tangible today as we are moving in right now. Listen. After declaration of independence for a new country, the government of the new country, do they have authority to dissolve the old bridge and the new organization that was fighting for a new country before? Do they, under international law, is our government has right to dissolve bridge? BRIJ, government in exile. Do they have the right? Listen. I want you to play by voice first for the doubting Thomas. Listen to this.
Yes, under international law and the principles of state sovereignty, the government of a newly independent country generally has the authority to dissolve or take control of organizations that were part of the previous state's administrative structure. This is a fundamental aspect of the new state's right to govern itself.
What do you hear? This is not the words of Biafra TV. I want you to know the truth. Hey, Grace, my husband is an Ipob Biafra. I'm from Philippines. Your new U.S. government is the way forward to Biafra. Oh, thank you so much, our wife. You are welcome. This is Biafra TV. We are here to use international law to show those who are fighting against the government that is only the government is the right thing. Thank you, our wife from Philippines. Thank you. You are welcome on this page. You are always welcome. This is Biafra TV. If you want to subscribe, just put the Biafra TV together. Then you will see this page. A logo of Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Okongozi Arabez. That's the symbol you will see. Then this is this page. Thank you so much for coming. We move forward. He said, yes, under international law, and the principle of state sovereignty, the government of the newly, can you hear that? The government of the newly independent country, they said generally has the authority to dissolve or take control of organization that was we are part of the previous state's administrative structure. This is a fundamental aspect of the new state right to govern itself. Rebecca Hanno, please tag all, let them come. Let IPOB come. Masop, Bridge, RCC, Omada Highway, Omajan and Faceless Unite. Tag all of them to come. No set upon one obro ikuoku madi afuganya. Obro ikotu is not about talking things in your own way and manipulating things. No, it's about here we do it raw, physical. But just do not rush. Take ever wine. Hold on, the champagne is coming here today. We want to leash it out once up. So please help to share this program. Help to share, help to like. So it may go. Share on your Twitter space. Share on your S handle. Share on your Instagram. Share on your YouTube. Share anywhere. Share. So we want the enemies to be getting what we are doing. But when you are not sharing, they cannot get it. That is why sharing and like is important. And also subscribe. So you know when we are live, that we are direct. Listen, I want to repeat it again. Yes, under international law and the principle of a state sovereignty, the government of the newly declared independent country generally has the authority to dissolve or take control of organizations that we are part of the previous state administrative structures. This is a fundamental aspect of the new government, of the new state right to govern itself. Now, under international law, it is the right, the principle of a state sovereignty. The newly government that was declared a new country independently, newly, that in overall of it, that they has right to dissolve any organization that we are part that lead to that declaration. What happened in Finland? What happened in Finland is the right of the government to do what? To dissolve bridge without excuse from any human being. It is a fundamental principle right on international law. You hear where the law is coming from. That's why I told you, relax, chill down. Just bring your popcorn. Let us take a ride. Let us tell ourselves truth and stop deceiving people. So you can also have the words of your own from today to know that it's the right. Do not panic. Your government did the right thing. Our government of United States of Biafra, led by Ngozi Orebeze, did the right thing in Finland by dissolving and collapsing bridge. Dissolve it. Because we have become a new state, a new sovereign state, a new country that was newly declared independence. That was newly declared its independency is the one they are talking about. That it has right to do that. That it has every right, every people of the foreign friends. Sorry, that the government of Usbg has rights, because after declaration he said you are a newly independent country, that you have right to dissolve every organization, every group that was fighting for Biafra without declaration, without a government. It is, they said, it is a general right to dissolve those groups and collapse all of them for them to become under the United States of Biafra. Even Obatobe said it before declaration, that immediately Biafra declared that that the bridge, the BVRIG, government in exile, is a right to dissolve Nwokoko because of your greediness, because of money, because of envy, because of jealousness, because of you are not the one. You are messing up in social media. You are messing yourself and your destiny and your entire generation up. Listen, here are breakdown of the key words. Listen, let's play the voice first.
Here's a breakdown of the key concepts. 1. State succession and sovereignty. When a new state is formed, it assumes the rights and responsibilities of a sovereign entity. This is known as state succession. The new government's authority is not a continuation of the old bridge government, but a new, independent power. This means it has the authority to establish it.
Hey. Do you hear it here? Do you hear it here? When a new state is formed, it assumes the right and the responsibility of a sovereign entity. This new state is not association. The new government authority is not a continuation of the old bridge. That is after declaration. Lanya man start here from the power of old bridge. I hope you are born right now when you see these fools that are disturbing. It takes me time. You know that after declaration that I was searching for this document, I could not lay hand on it because this one is not from that Montevideo Convention. It's not from the Geneva Convention. It's not under UN Charter. It's another outright authority, another outright document. Now I wonder how many years Obatobe has searched before he joined the struggle. And that's why he made everything possible the way it is. I can also tell you, please, on this page, we are seeking for your support for us to get a gadget. You can support us through super chat. You can support us through calling us on personal phone call. We give you accounts. We need to get just one thing. Laptop is what remains. Every other gadget our sisters, our brothers have supported, and that's why you can hear when somebody is calling, you can hear it clearly. When the program is going on, everything is, you hear the voice clearly. Remain only laptop. Please support through your super chat, through any means you can. We want when we come, we put this document on full screen of laptop, large it so everybody can read from far, from your phone. You can also be reading. Even when we close the program, you may go back and read it by your own and also search for it also. That is why we are asking for support. We are not asking you to pay for house rent, no. To pay for internet, no. To food, no. Just to get this gadget. That is why we are asking you to do that. Please, no call yet. Let us read the document, then we allow the call. Let us continue. Independent power. This means it has the authority. This simply means it has what? Authority. Let me go back again. Let us start from the beginning to the number one step of secession and sovereignty where we are. Yes, under international law and the principle of a state sovereignty, the new government of a newly independent country that was declared has a general sorry, let me rephrase again. Yes, under international law and the principle of the state sovereignty, the new government of a newly independent country generally has the authority to dissolve or take control of organizations that were part of the previous administrative group or structure that was fighting to get Biafra. This is a fundamental aspect of the new state right to govern itself. Here are breakdown of the key concepts. Number one, the state, succession and the sovereignty. When a new state is formed newly, it assumes the rights and responsibility of a sovereign entity. This new state sessions, the new government authority is to continue, is not, listen, the new government authority is not a continuation of old bridge government, but a new independent power. But what? A new independent power. The new government authority, their power will not belong or brought from the old bridge government. How do they know that we please, my people, let me do something, please. Look at what I'm reading. I am not making it out. I am reading a document to you. International documents about a new court that was being formed and how they can dissolve the old bridge government to have a new power. To have what? They said they will have a new power by dissolving the old bridge cabinet members that don't have position. That they don't have any position in what we are doing. I hope you are following. After this, if you see anybody talking about bridge, when the Rasu boy if you have listen, I want to repeat this article again. Number one, state sessions and the sovereignty. When a new state is formed, it assumes the rights and the responsibility of a sovereign entity. This new state session, the new government authority is not, the new government authority is not continuation of the old bridge government, but a new independent power. By dissolving bridge, the government has its power. Become a new government. Everything becomes new. They collapse every structure. Dissolve them. And why the Obato is, as now I begin to understand, Obato Obi already find this document before he told us that bridge will be dissolved in due time after declaration. Now I know, now I believe. Chai, why did we not had all this before we go into declaration? Why is it now? Well, I wouldn't blame Chukwu Okabiam or ask him why. It's not that he knows the time to do his own thing, and we don't know who we used to do it. I don't know. Nobody knows who Chukwu Okabiam want to use to do this. And after Batobia was arrested, after our declaration, all these things are coming out. That's why I asked, why did we not see it before then? But I find out that it's not the right time to know. When the right time comes, God has a way of doing his own thing. This means that a new government has its authority to do what? Listen to what they have the power to do.
New legal system. The new government can create a new constitution.
Listen, the new government has to establish a new legal system. The new government can create a new constitution. Let us continue listening.
Laws and regulations that supersede the old ones. Reorganize government bodies. It has the right to restructure, dissolve, or create new ministries, agencies, and public organizations to serve the new state's needs and political goals.
Do you hear this? Are you with me? Are you listening, my people, in the comment section? Are we still listening? Establish a new legal system. The new government can create a new constitution, law, and the regulation that supersede the old ones. Now I get what who supersede everything that is in the old, everything about Masop, everything about Ipob, everything about bridge. That the new government will implement those laws that will supersede all these organizations to collapse them and bring them down. All of them become under, all of them stay under a government of the state of Biafra. That is what the law is saying, not me. If you are ashamed, now you are ashamed. But if you are here to be educated. We are educating ourselves. I am also educating myself more and more. Recognize government bodies. It has the right to restructure, dissolve, or create new ministers. It has a right to recruit, dissolve, or create new ministers. That is what Batobi choose 4-man delegates. That is when Bridge was dissolved. You don't know. Bridge dissolved on that door, Batobi choose 4-man delegates to select those that are going to work with the government after immediately declaration. Immediately declaration. That's what Batobi said. That day that 4-man delegate was elected was the day that every group that they dissolved CRC, they dissolved Ipob, they dissolved Masop, they dissolved Bridge, and any group who thought they are fight, they are freedom fighter. No one is safe. They are all what? They are all secession and rebel, insurgency. That's what National Law called them. This is what National Law called them. Let me allow you to play.
Control over public assets and institutions. This includes public property, infrastructure, and all organizations that were part of the previous government's apparatus.
Are you hearing it? Or getting a me? Or getting a me? And the public organizations to serve the new states needs and the political goals. Asset control over public assets and the institutions. This including public property, infrastructure, and the all organization that were part of the previous government apparatus. When we are in exile, we have a government. We have, yes, we have, when we are under BRIGE, government in exile. When we are there, we have it, but it says that the new government has right to dissolve, to recruit new ministers. But they will start recruiting ministers on the eve of declaration, when we have never even declared. But they will be recruited them, endorse them, and just begin their work. But they will be recruited men into the government without even declaration, even though that international law said it must be after declaration of the new country. You know, there's how I do this program this morning. I will go back to start from for those who come newly to understand what we are doing. I will start from there again. After declaration of independence for a new country, the new government, this is the question I asked. And they directed me on where I could find out what I'm looking, what I'm playing to you right now. The way I asked it with my common sense. The government of the new country, do they have authority to dissolve the Bridge organization, to move in to the new country government under international law. And our government has right to do that. And they said what? Yes, under international law and the principle of a state sovereignty, the government of the newly independent country generally has the authority to dissolve or to take control of organizations that we are part of the previous state administrative structure. Structure. Bridge is a structure. A transition movement to go and declare Biafra independence in Finland. That is only why Alberto be using, because on international law, they recognize that name structure, that name bridge as a structure. They recognize them. Eh? Let's continue. This is a fundamental aspect of the new state's right to govern itself by dissolving bridge. Be a right, govern the outside. Here are breakdown of the key concepts. Number one, the state sections and the sovereignty. When a new state is being formed, it assumes the rights and responsibility of a sovereign entity. This new as a state sections, the new government authority is not a constitution of the old bridge government, but a new independent power. That means it has the authority to establish a new legal system. The new government can create a new constitution, law, and the regulation of the separate the old ones. They have to resolve the old ones, or they feel like they leave some of the old ones to work with them. Stephen Oji, I don't know where you belong. Are you a Nigerian? Nigeria is an Islamic country. Starting from 1986 till this date, it's not a secular state. It's not where Christians can talk. So you are on. I just want to address you a little bit this morning before I remove from this platform. You know how I normally do because you refuse to learn. When instead of you to calm down to hear what we are saying, you will be here. Now, mess someone get up. You are Nigeria. Ibrahim Babangida registered you are one Nigeria on Islamic states. In Africa, there is 27 countries. They are Islamic states. Nigeria is one among them. Simply mean Nigeria is not a secular state. And that is why if you can go back to the video I made this morning, starting from Arise TV, analyzing a governor of one northern side of Nigeria country, your country, giving the pastors order that before they will go to preach on Friday, those who will open their church on Friday on Sunday, that they will bring what they will preach to the northern side, that is the 12 states in Nigeria that are Islamic, for them to decide if you are pastor or you can go to church and worship and listen to your pastor or not. I quote you with law because you cannot search, only to come here and write trash. And you are, according to, well, some of you who use Igbo name are not Igbo. But I'm telling you that we understand that Nigeria is not a secular state. Nigeria was a country that was meant specifically for only one religion, happened to be Islam. Ibrahim Babangida registered your country under Islamic. Until today, that is what even UK recognized Nigeria as an Islamic country till today. So we are not doing the same thing. We want a country where a Christians can be out to worship freely. A country that can be able, that the speech can be free. A country that the worship is free, not under gun and bullet. Mugu. So from here, you cannot comment again. Your time is what? Out. Okay. You comment, Shala. Get away from here. If you are man enough, Ojuku, call me on number +9733 6051 337. That is my number. Call me on WhatsApp. Come and debate about Biafra is not coming. For me to say Biafra has already come, you don't know. If you are an evil person, please, my people, sorry for that, but I have to give it to him because he's always coming here to come and write nonsense. My brother, I did not, no matter how, in fact, Chukwu Okabiam know a time for everything to come in this movement that we are into. You hear me asking Chukwu Okabiam, why did he not push me to do this before declaration? Why don't I have platform before then? Because if I have, I am a kind of person who believe in history and also for research. Because if someone made any program, I like to go and check about it. Or Chukwu Okabiam now push me to be doing this. So it's not late. It's not late. So let us continue, my people. It's our time. Remember where we are. That the government has the rights to establish a new legal system. The new government can create a new constitution, laws, and also if they may decide to allow some old people that follow us from bridge to walk into the government, and that is what the government did. Organizing government bodies, it has the right to restructure the new government, dissolve or create new ministers, and public organization to serve the new state's needs and the political goals. Let us continue.
2. The nature of bridge organizations. The term bridge organization is not a formal legal term under international law. It seems to refer to an administrative or transitional body left over from the pre-independence era. Regardless of what it's called, if it was a part of the former government's administrative structure, it is subject to the authority of the new, sovereign government.
Are you hearing the number 2? Okay, Ipob, Masop, come and listen. The nature of bridge organization, that is how they present. See, oh my God, child, let me calm down because I am boiling. Seriously, I am boiling. The terms bridge organization is not a formal legal terms under international law. It seems to refer to an administrative or transition body left over from the pre-independency area. Regardless of what it's called, if it was part of the former government administrative structure, it is a subject to authority of the new sovereign government. Jerry, you are late this morning. Good morning. You're welcome. Despite coming late. That's why after some time I'll refresh so you know where we are. And also give those who want to call a chance after finishing what I am doing, then you may call before we go to the last session of the program. Now we are on number 2. Remember, the nature of bridge organization. You are late because we have done second session. Then this is our third session. That is where we are. So after the program, you may go back to understand some area you did not, you missed. But let us continue. The term bridge organization is not a formal legal term under international law. It seems to refer to administrative or transition body left over from the pre-independency area. Regardless of what it's called, it was a part of the former government administrative structure. It is subject to the authority of the new sovereign state government. They told that a bridge organization, even that name that is not a legal name in terms of international law, but it seems to be organization or administrative or transition. But that is why on the other side of Montevideo Convention it said that a name bridge is a transitional name of a group of people to accomplish their mission and give its name and drop the name called bridge to dissolve it. So look at the way they present it here under this international law. The nature of bridge organization. The term bridge organization is not a formal legal term under international law. It seems to refer to an administrative or transition body left over from the pre-independence area. Regardless of what it's called, if it was a part of the former government administrative structure, it is subject to the authority of the new sovereign state government. Now, no matter how Ogen play with the bridge, under international law, it's not legal. It's illegal. But to be wrong to declare an independence of Biafra for us to be a new nation. For us to be what? A new nation. Child. Now, because of Jerry, that is why I need, because of this Ojukwu, Stephen Ojukwu come here. Because that is why I need laptop. Because what I could have used to chase him away is just placing a document of his so-called Nigeria he believed, and he see where Nigeria belongs. I will ask him to read from there, and also give him the link to go and search if he can. Honestly, laptop is very important what we are doing, but we must get there. We must get there. They said, regardless of what it's called, what this name is, this name is an administrative or a structure we use to fight to get where we are right now. He said it is subject to the authority of the new sovereign state was officially declared their independence. That all of them, every groups now has collapsed. All of them must they become a subject to the authority of the new sovereign state. They must submit. Not only the army, like I told you, not only the British army must submit. Every group fighting for this movement to actualize Biafra. Now that Biafra has been actualized by first step of the declaration, looking for recognition, every group must submit themselves to the United States of Biafra government. That is where they're supposed to submit themselves. Not any other way. Number 3, listen.
3. Practical considerations. While a new government has the legal authority to dissolve or take over these organizations, in practice, it may choose a different path for a variety of reasons.
Do you hear that? While a new government has the legal authority to dissolve or take over these organizations, it may choose different paths to verify of their reasons dissolving bridge was the best thing that ever happened to us again. Because under international law is support for them to be dissolved. They call them where? Why willing a new government has the legal authority to dissolve or take over the organizations in participating, it may choose different paths to verify of reasons. Let us continue.
Continuity of services. A new government may choose to keep certain organizations, like those responsible for public utilities, healthcare, or education, to ensure a smooth transition and avoid disruption to essential services.
Are you hearing it? A new government may choose to keep certain organizations, like those responsible for public utility, healthcare, or education, to ensure a smooth transition and they avoid disputes to external service. That is why the people that was in the government in the bridge, you have 75 people that made up of bridge. Now, in a new government, you must pick a head of only 25 people to be a member of the government, to be a structure, to be those cabinet members. 25 highest is what the government has to choose out of 75. Check of 70. Check of 50 that are no longer members. What they are doing, they are those sabotaging the job. They are those sabotaging what we are doing, because they did not have position longer, and their organization has been dissolved under international law. The new government has right to dissolve it. I hope you are following. The government has right to dissolve it. Listen.
International obligations. If the bridge organization was part of a treaty or international agreement, the new country may need to decide whether it wants to be bound by those agreements. The Vienna
international obligation. If the bridge organization was part of a threat or international agreement, the new country may need to decide whether it wants to be bound by the arrangement of the new country. Even by now, USB is supposed to ban anything called bridge. International law support them. We are about to hear to push international law support this movement of the government of USB to ban bridge, to even to mention that name of bridge. Because we don't want problem, we want everything to take it in a peaceful way. We don't want more challenges. We allow the Okokos to be deceiving themselves. Imagine them banning USB. Imagine the irresponsible, those that are illegal structures banning the legal. Imagine, my people. Imagine. Imagine, my people. Eh? Imagine calling themselves government in exile. BRIG, government in exile. And commit more and more. The government has, you hear it here. Let me go on again. International obligation. If the bridge organization was part of treaty or international agreement, the new country may need to decide whether it wants to be bound by those agreements. Which law supports the government? Now listen to know the part of the law that supports United States of Biafra to dissolve every group or ban bridge.
Convention on Succession of States in Respective Treaties, 1978, provides guidance on this, but a newly independent state generally has the option to be a clean slate and choose which treaties to join. Political stability. A new government may keep certain institutions in place to maintain a sense of stability and win public support, especially if the organizations are well regarded.
Do you hear that? This where I find these documents, honestly, I never had it before. The Vienna Convention on the Succession of a State in respect of a treaties, 1978. Provide guidance on this, but a newly independent state generally has the option to be a clean state and choose which treaties to join. Are you following? A newly independent state, they has every right. This is a law. This is the convention. Don't know who is calling by now, but let us know who it is. Let us know. Okay, our sister is calling. Wanda, good morning from here. Who is calling by now, but let us know. You will off your own side. Yeah.
Hello, Nam.
Good morning, Wanda.
Good morning.
Good
morning, Nam.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Zibo one name. Good morning, Omo Biafra. In the comment section. Because no one name. Like and share. I'm going in a share. I'm going in a share and gamble. Nketa, share and subscribe. Because one name of Biko. Ana Mario no more Biafra is baby. Biko no share. And the house of Biko no. I need it. Our brother need the gadget. Biko no. One Biko no. I get no money. Biko call her. Biko. It was on her phone.
We have super chat. The platform has super chat. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, super chat. Because he on make it on a sample on a in my February on the we are poor Biafra and they both no because now what now basa no zoma na emeka ndị mmadụ Maria any platform you know na okwu na connect people ha ga na really Biafra TV no na-eme onye nke a na nkuzi ka Chukwu okike abịa manye ya ka ọ na-akụzi anyị nna m daalụ.
Thank you, Wada.
Musona Parawa. Obi Chicago. Elias. Now, get to Lotola. Imana they deceive. Imana, Briggy, Dr. Moses have dissolved Briggy.
Yes.
He dissolved it.
And he has rights under international law to dissolve Briggy. That is what I'm presenting. Wada, sorry, Do you know what it takes me to find this document, my sister? To find this particular document on the international law. The international law said, they call this one Vienna Sensational Convention 1978. Could you imagine?
Can you imagine? Nina got one that time. Oh, do you deserve it? Who do you make? That's why, Ojagua, that's what you call it. Okay, for this court, has sway, because I was on the court, of our government has sway in, okay, for this court. I again. Okay, I got there. And I draw the case, also over to this way, the side draws a case, I remember. I draw this case, now I'm say here, nah. Because among can madu can see when no do no, Is in a only hema, Ndima Kaliage, and I could in a piece baka, because on Nigeria Gego. Oh, Biafra, or Chino then can now. Ngozi Rabeze bụ onye dị ya ni.
Mba, Ngozi Rabeze
Ọ gbata obi dị ya.
Ngozi Rabeze kwụrụ m ụgwọ maka ihe ha ji ekwu. Ụmụ okoko.
Okay, Ngozi Rabeze kwụrụ ụgwọ. Okay. Ka hapụzie nke ụgwọ because ọ bụ na ọkwụ ụgwọ iweta disi ndị etichi ọ ka nụ mma na. But ọ bụ Ngozi Rabeze dị ya. Ọ bụ ọgbata obi dị ya. Ọ bụ Nnamdi Kanu dị ya. Ọ bụ onye n'ime anyị dị ya. Ọkwa ihe bụ na ha dị 1978. 1978. How many years now? 78. How many years?
1978.
Ya ka mmadụ dị ndụ. Ya ka mmadụ dị ndụ ga-afụcha ihe a district ọzọ na-eme. Bụ so na-akparawa. Na Elias. Na just name them. I'm on have go a label to us. And we can ezuzwe jebe baje na jebe disgrace kwuo onwe ha. Disgrace kwuo their generation.
Nke ha jere eje even the second program this morning at this platform I can leave me now. Ọ gwara gị sị gị na any group that was dissolved, that once a country is being declared, if a group is being dissolved and they want to use lobby to see a congressman to get international recognition, that they will not get it. Look at this here. Sorry, hold on. Just stop on call. Let me read this thing out for you. After declaration of independence for a new country, some executive that does not have position anymore start fighting the new country government, and they claim they use lobby to see Congress for international recognition. Can they get it on international law? Say no. An out executive group cannot get international recognition as a new country under international law. International law focus on the organization of states, not a non-state actor or individuals. For a new country to be recognized, it must generally meet the criteria of the state and defined by the Montevideo Convention 1933. If any group, as executive group, na because of Hanejafo, na haji lobby, when a congressman, na because of that, na again recognition, as is not possible. That it cannot happen. Why the out executive group cannot get international recognition? The group described was considered as a non-state actor. It's like the fundamental criteria of a state, particularly the requirement of a government with effective control over identified territory. The new country government is the one. The new country government is the one that has the legal authority and fiscal control, not the executive group. Even if it has followed and be engaging before with lobby, once they are as executive, they are no longer relevant in the pursuit of a new country international recognition, whether with lobby or with congressmen. They cannot give them international recognition. Umokoko, Mada, are you not shocked?
Yeah?
I was shocked when I opened this and I see this document. I was very, very shocked. I was very, very shocked. I was shocked.
As from today, Bikonu, onye ọbụla, for onye ọbụla afọ so na akparawa na tuta.
Ya bụ ya suniru.
Hanna ancha kpọba n'ihi.
Chai, nna Wanda, I wish na ọ bụrụ ụdịka ọrụ m na-aga. I wish na when time to be on space. I think you na manazi agonu mana mmemme no gene. Okono no na akwụkwọ no do yibo kwa na eri. I wish am adira. E nwere ihe nka dị maka na akwa social media na S. Nka dị ibi ebe a and then na platform nke yanwa with all these things. Ya bịa agwa anyị ebe o si enweta law nke oji eme ihe ọ na-eme. Push international support nya ha na-ezugari. Eziokwu ọrụ na agana katọ na-ewezi n'iwe by this time because we must face these people squarely with truth, with fact and figure. We must face them.
Hey!
We must.
Chikwu kika bịa ma.
Ewure eziokwu ha ediara anyị ya. Anyị a na-akọ inyo ndị mmadụ na-ezuzugharị na social media. Ewere eziokwu ha edi eziokwu ha edi. Dee na document ga-zo ya ezo. Anyị anọizie na
Chukwu ke. In short, Chino. Hey. Okay. But can you go? What of that Elias? That have been at that Burikana.
Elias.
I'm about this law.
Yes, the lawyer bundo kwase na okay na wa lawyer, they're not lawyer. The lawyer bu ihe ngini no je me lawyer nwo makpodire o maka okwu ase na bribe lo ri and onye na office e chori abia o ga anara ga ego nwere ihe choro ka ọ nwụra gị ide dị afụ na ụmụ dibia na-eme onye bịa inye ego ya na ọrụ ọjọọ na ọrụ ọjọọ ihe ọbụla na lọdụ kwa n'isi gị nwa gbasakwa ya nwa o ihe a nke ihe aka Elias na-eme oge gị na so ya kwarawa ndị fọba. Listen to this. Let me read this place out to you. A new country government has the legal authority to dissolve or take over the organization. It may choose a different path to move on the new government. Then, the new government has the right to dissolve the old bridge. Whether it's called bridge, the new government is the one that has power to control all over the state in the new country existence. Do I write it?
No.
That is when you know. Lele na phone can see agria. Look at it. Oh, I can go see. That is why I'm playing the one that has a voice. So a man in him the boy him and I'm from letting no here edre the dokwa brand just to go and found anya abalago so na be na akinyo. Be deceive woman na here na ishoro ego. That is all. My sister, go on.
Hey.
This morning, I want to this morning, and I am trying to run up in 1 hour. So because I want to join Humble Line again because I promised to be there every Saturday morning for us to bring these documents out again in a bigger platform. Once I close here, I will be there.
Isi na ahụ mọkụ. Isi ekwefisi. Isi na ahụ mọkụ na. Because what? Okay now. So that power. But why? Chineke mo zime nke kwụ because ihe nke all the
atọ yi na ahụ mgbe m fụrụ ya mgbe m gochara ya study cha ya site na wọ atọ yi na ahụ nsị ya Jesus. So these truth are here. Anya na away more fear since all this time.
Short nwanne m anaghịzikwa agwa mmadụ anaghịzikwa preach ebe ị ga-anọ n'ebe na-eme anọ onye ga-eche ihe a na ndị mụ na ha na-abịa asị Ngozi Arabeze idiot Ngozi Arabeze achawo Ngozi Arabeze Fulani Ngozi Arabeze papa ya bụ onye Fulani mama ya bụ onye Kafancha nyawa bụ onye nka bịanụ gere ịma na ndụrụ ebe a na ịma afụ m nwanne ya nwa obi eze ịma afụ ya na this platform now ịma obi eze ọ kakwa mma ni create another social media handle ịbịaga na-egere hapụgoro obi eze nwa hapụ obi eze biko na ndị mmadụ efu gị maybe akpọba gị no background ka ị na-ege ọ bụrụ ịmaga research ịkọtu onye bịa ga na-ege ihe ọ bụghị ije nke nwaanyị sọcha
na-akụ inyo
ọ sacha ọnụ na-akụ inyo in other place Ngozi Arabeze gbuchicha ụmụajana Ngozi Adebeze idiot. Ngozi Adebeze foolish woman. Ngozi Adebeze neko okwu ya dị. Neko ọnụ ya dị. Neko isi ya dị. Neko na-efe isi kpaka. Ngozi Adebeze ọ na-anwụ kolo. Ọ bụ onye kolo. Bịa ka ị na-ege. Tafa na aja
seconds. Let me read one article for you out on. Let me read one paragraph out. Can you also say international obligation? If the bridge organization was part of the tested or international agreement, the new country may need to decide whether it want to be banned by those, whether bridge need to be banned by new state government that was fairly declared. That they has right, the new government has right to ban bridge. Then why the government did not ban it? The Vienna Convention on Secession of a State in respect of treaties 1978 provide guideline on this, but a newly independent state generally has the option to ban bridge, to ban any organization, or to leave some of them to join into the government by choosing some member who are one of the old cabinet member to join the new government because for them to get things under international law more. It depends on our government to ban bridge. Is their right as a new country that was officially declared. This quoted on what? The Vienna Convention on the secession of a state in the respect of a treaty, 1978.
Hey! Ima Madabo, in Anokwa. Ima Madabo, in Ano Isimpo, in Ania. Ima no kama Dr. Ngozi Adebeze bia. Banda Otezuno. Some of them, not me. And not our group people. Hey, what do you ever do to Zuno? I am a boy organizer. I am a boy organizer. What do you ever there? She don't have right to bandit. One name or one on there.
There was a time Martin and the Kano ban IPOB UK 3 times. IPOB UK, Martin and the Kano banned them 3 times.
Yes. Yes.
Oya form. Oya form.
Oya form.
Oya sahabata. Habam.
But now, because this bridge now, Dr. Ngozi Adebeze, all the stuff go. He had name bro. Just Ghana na Madego and he now, bro. Osusu has to now. Okay, I draw that case. Asimba. How do I get this? Or how got research by themselves? Carefully, would you go?
Let me make it openly. I am not hiding from where I got it. Go to just type Vienna Convention Secessional Movement 1978. Go to Google, go to Archive, go to Wikipedia, go and just type this in Nkuru now. One thing what hand agree no way. And they are amazing because I want all of us to know it. So we can be able to stop deceiving our people. That is just it.
Okay, Nkere, you could go. You could draw that case. No one name a ganga.
Na case yanga yana layers. Now, so far this government on this international law is involved in what the government is doing. I got to layers now so-called Ogenkerenga. Ogenkere will serenga. I saying na Ojirakia. Exactly.
My brother, even at this our government, obey people near me, you understand? Now can never handle, now over on our own time. Not there's nothing like government. There's nothing like this. I so now okay when that's why only one hotel, oh, go take and do also below as you will. ha ji wee na and Dr. Ngozi Kapụta na-agwa anyị na onye ọbụla ga-ana, let us go back and go occupy our house, go occupy our land. N'ụta ka anyị ga-esi chụpụ ndị a, many things. Oh, this and this woman na-eso this law because na anyị nwe attorneys.
Yes, now.
Anyị nwe Biafra nwe attorneys ji akwụkwọ and
I am a congressman who jira akwụkwọ. I am a lobby jira akwụkwọ. That is why they are directing her on the right path.
Yes.
Because
and
when they do
Nigeria now.
Let me go and search. Come on, we go to search. I'm not young girl.
Yeah. Yakike ji wee gwu ndị Nigeria now. Yakike ji wee gwu Tinubu now. Because na and ndị nwa besta ga na-ebupụtazili anyị ị na-ebupụtazili anyị ibozi anya ka ọkụkọ ịma ike breeze kwela this anya fi ọkụkọ bupụtazi anya ibozi anya the whole world.
Let them know
and
now.
the whole world na-afụ ihe the whole world na-afụ ihe Chino ka m gwa gị eziokwu ka m tipụzie anya the whole world fụ ihe na ndị cockroaches, they will not be happy.
The hair now.
Because now why na they happy? Because na ha ma na ndị be anyị anaghị research na ha anaghị agụ ihe na onye this one wisdom. Who give this man wisdom to reach there? Iwepụtani na-agosi ndị be ha. Ụmụ Biafra, ihe nwanne m na-arụ ọbụkwabụrụ ọrụ biko na Caucasians ama like ya. Anaghị like ya ga-efevu anyị. Because ụmụ ihe ndị ha dị si edebe.
Yes, they hide it from
That's
us.
why they hide it for us. And Dr. Ngozi Kapụta ihe ọ na-eme na this document international law. Ka m gwakwa ụnụ ndị so oge nkere bridge nke bụ ma last okwu ka m drop a. Ka m gwakwa ụnụ na-efe flag ụnụ si ụnụ ji Washington DC ga-eme gịnị Congress abi and the other man Michael Rubin abi ụnụ so nsogbu adịghị gaanụ n'ihu na anyị kwujije beka ndokwu n'aka na ntị ụnụ makwa ihe anyị na-akwa ya ụnụ ayọ ndị USB biko ụnụ ga-asị na ha yọbana ana ma ayọkwa ayọ Ngozi Orabeze anaghị akwa ayọ ma nwanne nwoke na-akụzi nkụzi none of us na ayọ ihe anyị na-agwa ụnụ bụ jenu ga draw that court so for ọdịmma ụnụ and ọdịmma ụmụ ụnụ na-ekwu because na ego eburu n'ụzọ na yes na Ngozi Orabeze na ya akwụ n'ụgwọ ọkwụ ụnụ ma ga-akwụ anyị ọkwụ ụnụ ma ọkwefe ego enwe ụnụ niile rikọcha ụnụ ga-agba ewe kwụọ USB biko today na ụmụ nwanne m nke onye ji ya jee tụnyaba ya ọ na-eje mma is something ụnụ mana onye ndu biko ọkwụnụ fụ na onye ndu na ha adịghị anya ọkwụnụ lọbụ onye ndu and na IPOB na ewebegoro opportunity beti na mgbe Simon na-ekpa nna ya ndị Nigeria anaghị treat onye ndu like this ndị Aso Rock Tinubu anaghị ozugbo the this ya pụta ụnafụ ka panikibe beti na pụta nwoke ka egbe pụta dike ka egbe mbosi ihe ga-eme achọba dike now pushbe ne USB what USB is doing what is if we ask DOS what are they doing how do you take care of onye ndu because when you take care of onye ndu hey dana later when you accuse mechi ihe niile okwenye mapụanarị ha n'ụzọ ha jeze ga-eburuzie kesi onye ndu ọkwọpụgoro ha n'ụzọ abi ọ nọ ebe ọ nọ na yes onye ndu na nọ ebe ọ nọ tu ha ji eburu onye ndu and nwunye onye ndu nwe nwunye unu echefu nke ama na include nwunye ya je take care of onye ndu because also wee gaa Finland mgbe ha ga also dey later yeah also mee everything ha ga mụ nwanne ya mụ nwanne onye ndu ha so gaa later wetachia bad evidence ha weta against Simon Ekpa Njoku because of gịnị na ọ na-azọ onye ndu ya na Njoku Simon na-akpọ onye ndu ya nna ya ka ọ na-azọ organize ya ha fa na ajikwe ka je gwaba Azọrọkụ ka nye ya dọkịta ka tritie ya ọfụma and kunu jewekwa Azọrọkụ kunu jere agwa ya ka Tinubu hapụ n'onye ndu nnụnụ because of nnụnụ bụ ndị ha riri eri unu bụ ndị ha riri eri nwanne m gịnị bụ na sọ ndị Igbo anaghị atụfe dị mma na-abịa na be ha ndị Chukwu ji wee jee anyị mma ndị bụ ekwu eme na sipụta ka ha gbue ọha na eze na unu na-eso Peter Obi ha fa na Peter Obi unu na-eso one Nigeria ga gwa na ka kpọpụtara onye ndu ka o jegoro nke ụlọ ọgwụ o jesizi n'ọgwụ akịrịtizi ya ha jikwa ya debekwa ebe ha debe ya my brother ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma ụmụ nwanne m nọ na comment section ya dịrị anyị na mma nnukwu unu biko unu isi n'ike ike agwụkwa n'ọnụ na we dey here and we are going somewhere our land ana m eji opportunity ekene our USB army our Air forces police ana m asọ nụ airborne na jisike bye.
Thank you so much, Wanda. Thank you for that maximum point. Thank you so much. Yes, I thank you so much, Don Ejima or Ejema. I thank you so much for your support for the platform. You give us 20 euro to support the building of the platform. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I respect you. Thank you so much. Yes, we have a missed call. Let us return the call before we go back to the program, because that is how we do it. We must return this call. It is very important for us to return the call. Let us return the
call. Hello.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very well, I check them why do be a cookie that no, you cannot say one year to why I told you put everything Naki. I have a problem can be
because here.
Only one at the national after finish you go to finish again. Now, you should have not the genuine. What I'm not the genuine should be a Biafra. Open at the correct.
That is the thing.
Yes, that is the thing, and whatever you say there is pure. Emmanuel, when the strong apply, and then I go out one way forward. We are those in comment section,
yes.
Those listening.
Yes.
Oh, one day, Namala, Simon, my way forward.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Ngozi are the best my way forward. Man, I actually can go to the best when I talk over Nyawa. I know no one I talk over Nyawa. I'm a way forward. This is the problem. You talk about?
Yes.
I brought to Bano to be five. I got one email. No, I have my way forward. And I couldn't put the dots.
Yes, now.
I want her something. Oh, you have no idea. I actually don't know, man. I want her what to take to be on this seat, to be moving this city forward. Oh, gee, okay, encourage here. Okay, I want hunting normal. I want hunting on a go, but I like this is government, and this is our right, and this is what we are doing. We are on our right.
Yeah.
Gonna go, but I like him and his crew and his gang. If you get I had this Kutezo Quado, should be camp with dinner, my Colton was the Biafra and Biafra and Tayari. The camp with the
Think I'm good. About the knock, I pull up remember. I choke a distract. That is the finish. The Biafra go tired. Other than that is the Poku Biafra. Anya wada out to group here.
Yes.
But okay, incredible. I pull up where now pull up
Can I remove Biafra egon? I heard.
Kuku isi a ọbụkwa na-ekwosi ka ukwu osisi bụ n'ihe anyị amịkpụ bikọs ikwu ukwu osisi o nwere ukwu osisi bụ nwaanyị ọkwụrụ ọmịa mkpụrụ ọda ọmọtiplai ya ọkwa nwere idea
nke adịghị amị mkpụrụ
ọ bụrụ na ọ ka mkpụrụ dazie ka ọ multiply ya no ofu ebe nti ya ka nwụọ efere so and we are not in that form. We don't like such a thing.
Yeah.
Ọ bụrụ way forward. Which is none the kind of digestion or say so no believe what the ike agbe self.
Obuzo kwoni ka company before obuzo kwoni ka woni me broadcast here. Before oh
even the mother na ịgwa ije ihe jeche nnaka. All those people be na echi ka opta o jeche nnaka. Ihe finish nnaka and those people are one or million idea so many idea so then what so she aga then what one the buy
did DOS in habo e ata force also mbo da lo re so the
odo mili di o di asa so won who so she aso
e have
e ota gona odo mili di o yende gawo ndo to ge nkere odo mili di Simon ihe dechi jan ne kerije kep. On na USB na this brig na how the brig.
How.
Yes na. Ana si na yembo wade ai manase na ebe shi ezorundu ochi gene man history wo na akwụkwọ ni delie na akwụkwọ na oshiki ikeba jeje chote. Yoto na tango ni jeje chopụta nka. Oge nkere jikwa ji akobia. Ifugie na oge nkere na klukwu ya ha ga-eji egwuba nka ka abịa kọwala anyị ya dịka isi akọwa ọ bụ na ha na-afil na ịkọwata ọzọ ya otu o si ya dị ma ha bịa kọwa akwụ ya ka ama na ife na-eme ka amara ebe ha na-eje na ọ bụrụ ije na akụkụ Washington dị window Washington DC just a picture ma o jee na steepụ flag America flag ya na steepụ hotel bụ flag America as a picture si anyị je Washington. We are not in that game. I just Biafra about game. Obviously, it's a chair, but I fundraise for us. Yeah, I want to fundraise. One thing, man. You don't tell us no fundraising. Agility, how fundraising.
That is only agility.
Game boy, Game boy, or you, our PM Kuzilai, or you, our leader, Namazan can Kuzilai. Okay, carry on what you see. Isi dia mana only isi one way forward to on that person. So my brother read more now they read Biafra. I thank God for your life, my brother, for the wisdom God gave to you. Keep on doing, you are doing a great work.
Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you so much. I so much love your things, the way you do it. So I'm in the humble channel now.
Yeah.
You have to go before God get bomb now. You have to go and the other side now.
Yes, I will soon be there. After 1 hour, I will be there. I'll be there.
Okay, we'll make it there too. Thank you so much. Keep on doing your good job, man.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Please click like and share the button on Biafra TV.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, well spread.
Thank you. Yes. We must continue. We have a caller also. We miss a call. Let us return the call because after those calls, then we are going to round it up. Good morning from here.
Good morning, my brother Chino.
The mic is
yours. Put them on the line, please.
The Praga one them. You on the line? Go on.
You're all right, brother. All right. Thank you very much for what you are doing for Biafra people, and Biafra people really appreciate. You know, sometimes we claim that we are wise, but in the long run, we always try to be faster than our shadow without coming down to search for loopholes or make some research. You know, there is something you said. You said something about why is it that you weren't come across this particular documentation before our redeclaration? My brother, remember, before our redeclaration, you are not in the media, you know?
Yes, yes.
Something will always happen for something to happen. And the God works in a mysterious way.
Yeah.
Whatever thing that is happening today, whatever thing we see today is not by mistake. That is the will of God. That is how that is how Kukadema wants it to be. Now, take your mind back. You and I know there are people we used to know during our PM time that are, when you talk of bringing media, if you don't talk about them, you have not started, you know?
Yeah.
But today, where are they?
They are all left.
So God works in a mysterious way. As long as our leader Mazin Nandekano says that he has prayed when he said that he wanted to quit this particular race, and he prayed and God told him that you must continue this thing, that Biafra must surely come. That was why he kept on pushing. He kept on pushing.
Yes. Yes.
So if God can say, if a human being I created failed to worship me, he can turn stone to worship him. Then what do you think? You are part of those people that our DPM said that triggered one Ishota when she said that even if they feel that they in media are not gonna do it the way they want it, that they should come down. Many more media personnel are coming. She went head wire.
You are right.
Saying, oh, you already have media people here that you are recruiting. My brother, you and I know that period, even now, even when you are doing this thing, you never have any discussion with our DPM.
I don't even have her phone number.
Almost all the people that is now pushing, supporting USB on them doing through the media, they are not in media that period, and they are not working under the instruction of our DPM.
Yeah.
But they are working under the instruction of the Chukwu Kabiama to make sure that this particular cause come to reality.
You are right.
You know, this documentation you are presenting this morning, you know, I've come across the documentation in recent. It's just that, you know, when anything happens to come to Biafra side, or mainly Igbo people, they will be telling you, it's your brother Tapa Justice with Messi. My brother, that is what kept us where we are today.
Yes.
Forgive and forget have dealt with us, because when once somebody do something and you forgive and forget, that person will go, and you see another person repeating that same thing that person did. Yeah, after all, you forgive this person. How is my own? It's gonna be so difficult for you to do. That's why we are. That is exactly why we are facing whatever thing we are facing today. You know, USB government, in this sense, it's even in international law. You can have as many as agitators, but once one of those agitators, the one that got it right, really declared, every other people have to queue in. If they fail to queue, the main people that have already declared have the right to sue those people.
Give them punishment.
Give them punishment. But now our government is just keeping silent. You see them deceiving our people. I think our government is heading to that area, because there are something they say, he that lives in glass house doesn't stone.
Yeah.
They are gathering some things. Time shall come when we will using toothpick to pick them all over the world where they are. If they say they are agitating, let them come and show us what they are doing.
Yes.
So they don't know what is coming. They feel that this is a business as usual. We have gone past in agitation. Nothing like agitation anymore. We have gone past that stage. So earlier they know this, better for them. Because not when the time will reach, you see people, you are fighting for your freedom. You are punishing your people. My brother, anybody that will be a stumbling block for this particular cause have to be punished.
Korea.
Let other people.
Is it South Korea or North Korea punish their own citizens? They make some of them to live like visitors in their own land. That is Obatobie told that after this, you have cajoled him, you fight against the government of Biafra, you fight against the government, that you will live in Biafra land as a stranger, as a visitor. The time is coming. Let us get international recognition fair, because
honestly,
a lot of things is going on.
Honestly, when I see what our people, the kind of character usually exhibit, I know our enemies might be using them. It's just like what this shambolic something that they did in Washington D.C. Why don't Ogenkere put those people that have reputation to come there? They know what is at stake. That's why they won't come.
The question is, Ogenkere, those you are addressing, are they not Biafran? If you said you have a lobby and talking to congressmen, your congressmen supposed to be there. Why you and your lobby address them, not address fellow Biafrans who know the problem?
Don't mind stupid people. And you see people posting it. Akbara will always be on his platform. I could remember. Thank God that you came on board. God, in fact, God works in a mysterious way, because everything that they are doing, God produces our people that is working in different dimensions to debunk whatever thing they are saying, because everybody has its own field to tackle. Abarawa was preaching down rubbish to his followers. But when you declare, you have to fall back again to Brigi. From there, you start a negotiation, seeking for recognition. We are in which law did you find that?
Yeah.
He can't quote. In which law? Who told you that? Oh, thank you, my brother. Thank you for the good work anyway. I believe our Biafran people now, they have woken up. Today is our fundraising. So I urge each and every one of us to come out in mass as we usually do, to make sure we need funds this time around. Our PM has appealed and the money is involved. I believe Biafras we can make it. We can make it. Let's put hands together, my people.
Yes, thank you so much.
That's all right, brother. Let me join Humble Lion. It's all right.
Thank you. I will be there in the next 1 hour. After refreshing myself, I will be there. No, it's my platform.
That's all right. That's all right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, let us finish what we started, my people. Where we are is but a newly independent state general has the option to be a clean slate and choose which treaty to join. Political stability. Listen.
In conclusion, a newly independent government's right to govern its own affairs is a cornerstone of international law. This includes the legal authority to dissolve or restructure any organization that was part of the previous government's administrative structure, including any, quote, bridge organizations. The new government, as the sovereign power, is the final authority on all matters within its territory.
Thank you so much, my people. In conclusion, a newly independent government as a new country, United States of Biafra, who was just declared, has right to govern its own affairs. It is a cornerstone of international law. This includes the legal authority to dissolve or restructure any organization that was part of the previous government administrative structure, including any bridge organization. The new government, as the sovereign power, is the final authority on all the matters within its territory. My fellow Biafrans, I hope you understand it very well. We are going to stop here until tomorrow when we reconvene again. I want you to have the topic of tomorrow in your mind before we close this platform. The Vienna Convention on the secession of the state in the respect of treaties in 1978. This is the document where we this this morning. Now we are going to go deep to finish it and bring it out. That is where everything closes. So when you see Bridgie, a guy from Nigeria being Nigeria, they are just deceiving our people for nothing. You had it here. You have had it clearly today. In conclusion of everything that we are doing today, is the government, not individual, not Bridge. They told us the government is said here. This includes the legal authority to dissolve or restructure any organization that was part of the structure, that was part of the previous government administrative structure, including any Bridge organization. The new government, as the sovereign power, is the final authority on all matters within its territory. This is how it is. We still have 10 minutes in case if anyone want to call. You are free to call for us to debunk the lies and also to support this platform to build up. I thank those who give their super chat today, their widow's mind to this platform to grow. We are only seeking money to get laptop, the one that can serve us. I don't have what it takes to do it alone. That's why I call on Biafrans to support. You can contact me if you don't want to put on super chat. You can contact me. I have the number I'm using here is the number you use to contact me. The number is +973360513337. That is the number to contact for us to build this platform in another bigger way. As you are doing that, may Him continue to bless you, protect you, and guide you. Anything you lay your hand will be a blessing. As we are going to be alive to meet in Biafra land for us to declare our independence. I have the time to be here. I have the strength. But I choose to go to bigger platform. So you may join us on Mazi Humble Lion platform. I will be there in the few, after the freshening up, you will see me there after having my breakfast. Because here I am, it's almost 25 after 11 a.m. in the morning. So I want to thank you so much for being here. To all those who commented, may Elohim bless you and protect you. We shall be alive. We shall meet ourselves in Biafra land very, very soon. From me, from here, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.